Welcome, everybody, to TISM Thursday.
I'm gonna come.
Do not come.
Welcome, everybody, to TISM Thursday.
Yay! We're back.
Yes, we are back.
Tell a friend.
I almost didn't know if I was going to be able to do it because I overslept as per usual. You guys are used to this, so me being just about an hour late, that's pretty much par for the course. I think you guys are expecting of that by now. What is a schedule? I mean, if this was a job, I've been fired already. Good thing this is my fucking channel.
What is time?
Only I can fire other people. Karish, you're fired.
You still haven't hired me yet.
I haven't hired nobody. You guys are independent contractors. I'm not giving you guys health benefits. What you think
That's
this is?
true.
Yeah.
Last 10 years of my career, basically, I've been a contractor for somebody.
I guess we're all contractors for the industrial complex. Don't you know, Scott?
Yeah.
Not Skytex. Where is Skytex? Anyways, what the hell? You're in a hotel, so I'm guessing you're still out for work, aren't you?
I am until tomorrow. I fly home tomorrow and I continue my moving process, getting my stuff into a better place.
Wait, you're moving? Since when did that start?
Last week. I believe it was last week. Finally got the key. It was like Monday was going to be like the last day, or if I didn't get the keys, I'd basically tell the landlord, I'm not doing this. You're taking too long, but nope. She handed us the keys and we went to the place and like, cool, looks good. And
you're like, I'm gonna come on that wall, in that wall, in that wall.
There is yellow walls, which they're a nice yellow in the kitchen. So yeah, it'll work out well there, I suppose.
Hey, you just wake up in the morning, you're like, wait, man, I don't remember this stain. All you hear is like a faint like sound of me making dick sucking noises in like no you just hear in a very faint voice, suck dick. No, I'm not gay.
Speaking of, where is it?
Suck dick.
I forgot he added that.
No, I'm not gay.
That's now lore, people. It's as lore as being a deep professional.
The inside jokes just seem to expand by the minute. I like expansion. You know, I'm all into that inflation and expansion. If you catch my drift, boys. Except when it's when it's the U.S. dollar, because that it just makes me poorer and poorer by the day.
I almost had to unsubscribe from. There's a channel called Clear Value Tax. He's a CPA, and he covers a lot of like Federal Reserve type stuff. And every time he puts a video out on the Chairman Powell, it's just like I go to watch a little bit of it. It's like, Brian, I don't know, Brian. Just it's
Brian,
bad news.
Brian, get your shit together, Brian. Whoever the fuck, I don't know who you are, Brian, but get your shit together. Come on, you're making Karis crash out on TISM Thursday. It's your fucking fault. I'm gonna have to fire Karis because of you. God damn it, Brian.
Fucking Brian.
Suck dick.
No. That's gonna be a new insult. Instead of fuck you, it's gonna be suck dick.
Yeah, it's not gonna be suck my dick. It's gonna be suck dick.
Yeah. There's a Russian insult. I don't remember
Sukabiet.
what it's. Is that what it is? Okay, go to dick.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't actually know what sukabiet means, but it's funny.
Okay.
I love
There is
Russians.
one. There is one. It's there. There's like two forms of the translation. One it translates to "go to dick," and then the other is "go to vagina" for
Go
the
to dick.
lady.
Go
Yep.
to dick. What a that's one hell of an insult. Hey, you go to dick.
Yep.
I
That's
thought
the
that
best that they can
it
do.
sounds more like a goddamn quest line in a Bethesda game. Hey, go up to an NPC. Hey, you traveler, go to dick. Wait, what? We need like a mod. Imagine we make like a mod for one of the Fallout games. You just walk up to the NPC and he's like, "Suck dick."
See, if that's the case, I will have to take that whole audio and I'll have to clean it up and make it like sound perfect, like just totally clean as though it were recorded in a studio, just to add to the ambiance of. Did they actually get someone in the studio to say that?
And then your character only reply you can have is no, I'm not gay.
Yep.
And then they come back with, you know, it's a crime not to finish off the homies.
Yep. Crime would be not to finish off my homies.
God damn it, man! That was one of the first things I said to Skytex whenever I walked up to him this past week. I was just like, "Suck dick,"
Oh my god.
because I finally make it over to where he's at Friday evening, and he's just sitting in a park playing with his fucking drone like a little nerd, playing with his Ukrainian bomb drone over there, and
way.
I'm just like, "Suck dick." And then I take him to some restaurant or whatever where he has fish and chips like some kind of weird ass fucking British person. I eat a steak because I'm a fucking man. Although I will say, the steak wasn't bad except for the fact that firstly they put steak sauce on it. I don't like steak sauce on my steak. I think a good steak should never need steak sauce. All I want is how it's been marinated and the seasonings to speak for themselves. I don't like the taste of steak sauce. Only bad steak needs steak sauce. Secondly, I swear to God, the steak that I got, I don't think it was a sirloin. I think it was a ribeye. I don't remember. I don't know. But regardless, I swear it was like at least like 25% just fat, not meat.
That's not a sterling then. That's garbage.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. I was just like, it was cooked well, but I was literally sitting there picking around so much fat. I was like, what the hell? Why is there so much? There's so many sections of this steak that's just fat, and I hate fat. It's mushy. It tastes weird. I don't like it. So after I finally pick all the actual meat off, there's so much fat left over. I'm like, I feel like this is a 14-ounce steak where like 4 ounces of it is just fat. What the hell?
I was in Vista, California. I had the best steak I have ever had in my life, and I did not expect it to be good. It was a like near perfect 8-ounce round steak, medium rare. They convinced me. I wanted like medium well because I didn't trust steakhouses. And they're like, no, go medium rare. Trust us. I was like, all right. And they brought me this tiny little ramekin of peppercorn sauce if I wanted a dip. Best fucking steak at a restaurant that I've ever had. For $75, I thought, can I get another?
$75. What was it? Was it fucking filet mignon?
I don't remember. I
It
know
better
it
have
was,
been filet mignon for $75. That's how much it was for the filet mignon I had in Vegas.
Well, this was an actual steak house. This is like all that they do. It was called Polo Steakhouse in Vista.
Yeah, but still, it better not been a fucking sirloin.
But there was no fat, like maybe 0 point something in there.
Okay, so I think
I was looking for.
I think it was filet mignon then. For that price and for the fact that there was no fat, it was probably filet mignon because I think filet mignon has no fat because it's the best part of the cow, you know.
It was an amazing piece of steak, and it like nothing else will likely ever top it. I mean, there probably will be places, but I'm not going to trust them. Like you don't order steak from a Waffle House Like, I'm not gonna order steak from just any old place. Like, it's
Hey,
gotta be
wait just a minute
steakhouse.
there, buddy. I've eaten steak from a Denny's and stuff before. It wasn't bad. It was okay.
I don't know about Denny's, but I do know Waffle House. You don't order the steak from a Waffle House. You can, but you don't. Hey, Sky
Okay,
Toast.
okay. What if the chef comes out to you personally and is like, "Here's your steak. Suck dick."
Unrequested, unsolicited steak.
Well, he's like,
Is it free?
I got a medium rare steak in my pants for you, big boy.
Medium rare. Jeez.
Yeah, he like
fried it
accidentally like his dick fell on the grill on accident.
No, there's another skit that you got to find. It's Red Letter Media. It's the George Foreskin Grill. It's a great.
What? George Foreskin?
Yes.
That's almost as good as like the Gary Coleman grill from Drake and Josh. Do you remember that skit?
No.
There was a whole
I
episode
don't.
where Drake and Josh got conned by literally two guys named Guy and Buddy. And into basically they got conned into selling what was a bunch of stolen George what is it? Not George Foreman, but it was Gary Coleman grills. Yeah. It was Gary
So
Coleman
tiny?
grills. But it was like it was like the George Foreman grill where it was a little tiny like portable grill basically, but it had a built-in MP3 player. So you could grill up a steak while listening to some tunes. And near the end, they get caught by like I guess like the fucking feds because they're selling the grills, which turned out to be stolen. And they get their name cleared and everything, but then fucking Gary Coleman with his short ass comes on the screen. He's like, oh, we can make it's a understandable position that y'all were put in, but where's all the money that y'all made? And they're like,
Wow.
what money? He's like, yeah, my money. So fucking Gary Coleman comes to their place and like repossesses a bunch of the shit that they bought with the money because they were selling them like crazy. He takes all their nice shit that they have in their room. It was great episode. By the way, though, I was talking about this during my Battlefield stream. I was like, could you even put an MP3 player on a little grill? I feel like unless you had some really good isolation, wouldn't the grill end up cooking the whatever circuits are needed for the fucking MP3 player?
If you put like thermal heat tape around it, and well, you'd have to test it. You'd have to play around with it, but it would have to be like thermally protected either on the top of the grill or the bottom of the grill because heat goes up, and then find out and then you got to put the speaker somewhere.
Well, no, you're supposed to plug in headphones. In the show they show them like them putting on headphones and stuff. I'm like, I can understand the concept back in the early 2000s. I know it wasn't a real thing in real life. That was just a show making up a feature or whatever to make it a little bit more interesting than just, a grill. But I was like, that would make sense. I feel like that would be a product that people would want to buy in the early 2000s because MP3 players were popular. We didn't really have all of our Spotifys and shit like that. So I could see people be like, oh, I can grill while listening to music? Hell yeah. But I'm like, but wait, how would that work logistically? What about the grease trap? How you gonna have a grease trap if you got fucking a MP3 player at the bottom of the damn thing? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's some problems that they would need to work out to even make that design a reality.
R&D. Got to R&D it.
Yeah.
And apparently you ate the steak behind the Denny's.
I ate the tube steak, apparently, yeah. And they put steak sauce on it for some goddamn reason. I'm still upset that they put steak sauce on it. God damn it, Bubba's. Why'd you put a fucking... Yeah. Man, on the way back, I went to this random place off the highway called Nemo's. And I had...
Food?
Yes. It was seafood and steakhouse, I believe. Let's see what I had. I had fucking boudin balls as an appetizer, then a salad, and then I had for an entree, I think it was blackened grilled red snapper with tilapia, not tilapia, etouffee sauce on top of it, and jumbo shrimp. That shit was good.
You almost lost me at tilapia. I was like, they put fucking tilapia on that shit, but then
Tilapia, I almost got the tilapia instead of the red snapper because I love tilapia.
you can enjoy it. It don't fit right in my brain. It tastes like salmon, but it looks like cod, and I know the flavor of both of those. And my brain says, "The fuck is wrong with this?"
Hey,
looks
look,
weird.
hey, don't you be speaking ill on tilapia's name.
I can, and I will. I've had tilapia. It's garbage.
Could you imagine if you went to go pick up a prostitute and they told you their name was tilapia?
Straight to jail.
Yeah. Be like, my name's tilapia, baby. I hope that's not the case when you open those legs. I hope it's not fishy.
Yeah.
Catfish is the only good fish? You're wrong. There's a lot of good fish out there, Sky Texans. It isn't just catfish. Come on, man. There's a lot of good fish. You got red snapper, you got salmon, tilapia. Catfish is... I've never had bass. I've always wanted to have bass. I don't know why, because my grandpa used to always play pro bass fishing on the PS2. So for some reason, I'm like, I wonder why he kept... Why do people like fishing for bass? Are they good?
Because we're all about that bass.
Yeah, all about that bass. No treble. Well,
Ellen Jones.
You know, in that song, she says, we're all about that bass, no treble. But what about the mids?
The mids are give and take. Is personal preference, apparently.
I don't know. I think Megan Trainor is fucking dog shit. I've heard all of her songs. They're pretty dog shit.
I often find rentals... I know we're getting off topic. I often find rentals where the bass is like maxed out, the treble's like somewhere random. No, the mid is somewhere random, and then the treble is just like 2 notches up. And
You talking
crank
about the EQ on like a car?
Yeah, in all the
I usually always crank the bass because for some reason a lot of cars their bass is always so like terrible. Unless you got like a premium sound system. None of my cars ever do. They always have the even my Lexus doesn't have the what is that? I think it's the what's the premium option? It's not Bose. It's one of those like premium audio brands. But I think Mark Levinson. There's there's the optional Mark Levinson like speaker upgrade. I don't have that. So I just got basic bitch ass fucking speakers. So I cranked up the bass because, you know, I listen to a lot of bass heavy music. So I need to hear that shit. Fuck the treble. I don't need any of it. My rental side is saying you're wrong. What do you mean by that, Skytex?
You have a rental side?
Yeah, what the heck is a rental side? That's got to be a typo or something. I don't know. But anyways, with that long ramble, whatever that was, welcome everybody to TISM Thursday. Since everybody's kind of been stumbling in, we're back
Literally
for our
just clown carring in.
Yeah, just everybody clown carring in here. Your Fiat is the better car. Get out. No, it's not. No, it's not. Skytex got to see that car because I drove that all the way up to where he's at. 3.5 hours to where he was, and then another hour to where my actual hotel was. I will say the company did put us up in a nice hotel. I was actually fucking surprised they didn't put us in a shitty hotel for once. Like my room actually had a TV that could be connected to YouTube. I was like, and I know that sounds so mundane, but like I swear, even all the nicer hotels I go to, they like the hotel themselves looks nice, but then there's just a shitty TV that does not even have any kind of like smart features. I'm like, bro, what the hell these smart television ain't expensive. How the hell? Huh?
Where do they put you at?
The Embassy Suites by Hilton.
Oh yeah,
the Embassy Suites. Yeah, I know. I walked in. It had like one of those like the rotating doors. You know, those kinds of doors, whatever they call them. Yeah. And then I go in and you just see this tower and it's a nice lobby and shit. I'm like, sheesh. Looking pretty nice over here. Now I get up to my room. I swear to God, I got this big ass like living area with the like connected air quotes kitchen area with the mini fridge, you know, the typical, and then a small bathroom, and then a separate room with the actual bedroom that has its own bathroom. I had
Oh,
I'll
they
have to
got
send
you
you.
the-
I'll have to send you pictures of it. It was a pretty big. It was like a small apartment.
Yeah, because I've stayed in enough embassy suites to have a, like kind of a good mental layout. If you had one room with the bathroom in that room, along with a second bathroom, that's quite the upgrade.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
nice.
used to rooms being that nice. I'm like, I don't know anything about all the different hotel and their like sub brands because like I'll see on like when you're searching for like hotels, there's like all these different like sub brands of like Hilton and stuff, and there's like
Mhm.
the Embassy Suites. This I'm like, I don't. Are these what is the Embassy Suites? Is that like a like I don't know anything about these like sub brands or
So
whatever.
I can kind of summarize a little bit because I stayed in all kinds of these fucking. So Hilton itself is a hotel, but below that it acquired all these other fucking places, the Hampton Inn, Embassy Suites, and whatever else. Hampton Inn is like here. Embassy Suites is like here. And then somewhere in there, depending on the location, and the actual Hilton in terms of quality will be there. Embassy Suites is usually pretty good, minus just the location may make it shit. But they do have within them like little exclusive rooms that they can upgrade to.
Oh
It
yeah,
does
I
come
saw
down to
that. I saw
location.
like I think it was like I saw a couple of rooms that had like the big double doors.
Yeah. Yeah, there are those. But Embassy Suites is it's one of those that regardless of where you go, you're typically going to have a good experience with it. Whereas if you go to say a Hampton, like I don't like Hampton Inn, the food is bad, the rooms are like, yeah, whatever, but at least they don't have a hooker in the mattress kind of thing. But like Hampton Inn, like I consider it pretty low tier for a Hilton brand. But they do go higher. Like there's the
They
LXR tier.
like they had complimentary. I thought this was the company providing this, but apparently this is just the hotel. I think between I forget what time it was, like something and 7 p.m. They had complimentary like drinks downstairs in the
Mm,
lobby, like alcoholic drinks even. Like they're just you can get like a free cup of
yep.
beer. I'm like, what? Free?
Yep. Happy hour. Yep.
I was like, what?
That's
You got complimentary alcohol? I didn't know about it, so I didn't get any. But I was just like, what? I saw people carrying around like alcohol at a certain point. I was like, where'd y'all get? It's like, yeah, it's complimentary. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Really? I was like, this is some upscale shit right here. Had a pretty good buffet in the morning. Like they had all kinds of shit.
Hmm.
You know, I just had
Oh
cereal
yeah.
because I didn't really have a lot of time and I wasn't that hungry.
What?
So
You
I
bastard.
didn't have much time anyways before I had to leave the hotel to get to the to get to the place where I needed to be for the event or whatever. So
Mm.
I literally just grabbed a little bowl, got myself I think some Fruit Loops, and just sat down and ate
You
some
heard
Fruit
it here
Loops.
first. You heard it here first, folks. He went to an embassy. I've stayed at Embassy Suites. I'm endorsing them, and he got Fruit Loops. Shame.
It was
Shame.
Embassy Fruit Loops. And,
Okay.
hey, at least because it's the Embassy Inn, we can or the Embassy Suites, we can guarantee it was actual name brand Fruit Loops, most likely, maybe,
Instead of multiple meal shit.
or like Fruity Hoops or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hootie Froops.
ain't nothing worse
Yes,
than the
plug.
place that we stayed at in Houston for Mozzarella. You picked that place, Skytex. That was your fucking fault. You picked that shitty goddamn hooker mobile.
The Red Roof Inn.
Was that what it was called? I don't even remember what it was called. I mean, it was shitty.
I think it was the Red Roof, which I heard that they were being investigated or they got charged with like sex trafficking. They would skim.
Great.
Yeah, they were. That's one of those. I mean, a lot of them will do that. A lot of these places, believe it or not, folks, these places will have like negotiations with porn production company. Will only charge so much just to come in and use the room for a few hours. Whereas like Red Roof would actually like do more than that.
Allegedly.
Oh, I'm not even. I'll go there. There's reports about that.
Oh,
DOJ has
not
been going after them.
allegedly.
Yeah. No,
That was
they
Sky.
can't.
That's why I'm not gonna let SkyTex choose fucking hotels anymore. Although I will say the Embassy Suites, I don't know if that's definitely outside my price range. I was just curious, so I looked it up on the hotel site. $300 a night. I was like, what? I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, this is why I've never stayed in Embassy Suites, because it's like $300 fucking dollars a night. That's usually outside my price range. I try to go under $150 a night. You know, I like living. I like a nice hotel, but that's quite a bit of money.
What city was this in? Was it Houston?
No, well, near Dallas.
Dallas. Let's see.
I think it was the one in Grapevine. Technically, it was Grapevine, Texas. Technically. $300 for Fruit Loops. Yes, $300 for fruit. Hey, I wasn't paying shit, okay? Company was paying for that. But sheesh.
Grapevine.
Although I will say, the fact that the parking is not free. Well, I mean, I didn't have to pay for it because I think it was billed to the room, so therefore the company. But in theory, from what I can tell, the parking is not free. Well, I'm like, wait, what? Why would you have to pay $300 for a room, but the parking is separate? Usually,
Yeah.
why?
They
What?
nickel and dime.
Oh, what do you mean nickel and dime? It's a $300 hotel room. Other fucking cheaper places is like, nah, you can just park. That don't make any damn sense.
It comes down to the site sometimes. They like I've been choosing a lot of Hyatt recently, and some of them they don't charge for parking. This place, it's like 30 something dollars a night.
That's
And I had to
ridiculous.
expense
That
that.
don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah,
Golly.
it's business.
Think of
What
the
you need to do.
Think of the cum stains. I did stain the I did stain the mattress. Well, not the mattress, but the top sheet, because I was eating spaghetti in bed, and I got a little bit on the bed. Well,
Yes.
it's their fault for having fucking white linen on the fucking bed. But I fucking DoorDashed the night after the thing. After we did the thing, I literally just decided to DoorDash some goddamn Italian to my room, and I don't know. I just got spaghetti with shrimp on it.
If you now, here's a little trick, people, that I have the ideas in which I can prove this, but sometimes if you go into the options when you're searching for a hotel and you select government rate, you can actually get room rates that are half the price. They're what's called the per diem, or like the county per diem, the government rate, and you can select that. And if you have a reason, like I think if you have like gold or diamond status, they typically won't question it. Some people just won't ask because they're stupid. I've never, actually no, maybe twice in 4 years I've had to provide a government ID to prove that I was able to qualify for this rate. But if you try looking up any of these like Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, I think Sonesta's another one, they have government rate listings available and you can get it cheaper. So it comes down to like playing the rolling the dice and see if you can get it cheaper. I do government rate all the time.
Yeah, because you're a Fed.
But they don't ask. That's the thing. They
Well,
like
even if they
98% of
did,
the
you
time, they
have
don't
the
ask.
credentials.
Yeah, that's the thing. But none of them ever ask. None of them have asked to verify 98% of the time, and I don't know why. Well, there's one place that recently, the Westin, that's one that is under Marriott. If you stay at a Westin, like, well, here in Denver, there's a Westin attached to the airport. They are sticklers because they love to be able to charge 400 a night or more, whereas the per diem rate is like 100 and something a night. But they're only going to do that if you could prove that you are a government employee. Otherwise, they really want to make the money off of you.
Damn, I want to become a goddamn Fed so I can get that government rate. That's way better. This is why I stay in the cheaper hotels, because I can't imagine paying $300 a night unless I'm like balling or some shit. Because like, yeah, it's a nice hotel, but at the end of the day, all I'm doing is just sleeping there. I'm not even coming there usually. So I mean, shit. It's like, yeah, it's cool to have the nice television and to be able to get room service if I want it, but like, I'm really just gonna sleep there, and that's gonna be about it. So it's like
They never ask because you glow.
like they have oh, even worse at the NBC suites, like the Wi-Fi is like, I think only free for like 7 days or something like that.
Yep.
And then there's also like a premium Wi-Fi that you can sign up for. I'm like, what is this shit? Why are they nickel and diming at the nice hotel? I would expect this from the lesser motel or the hotel because they're cheaper. Obviously, it makes sense that they would want to nickel and dime more. Why is the more expensive option nickel and diming? This is so ass backwards. It's like the opposite of airlines, because Spirit Airlines is known to nickel and dime because they're cheap to start with.
That's half the coin. They nickel and dime up to a certain point. Once you start getting the status, like the silvers, or not, well, it might be silver, but like the gold and the diamond for Hilton, you get that shit for free. Like if there's high speed difference, it'll show up as a charge, but then it'll be waived like the next day or something like that. And status will give you that stuff. So like there are perks to getting the statuses and whatnot. And also, like I was at one Embassy Suites, they shoved me in a corner and I had no internet and I needed the internet to be able to do my work. I go back up front and I'm really nice, and I just said, I can't do anything with this. Like I have to stand in the closet to get anything. They put me in like one of the nicest rooms possible with great internet.
Because you're a government, you're a Fed. All you gotta do is show them your card and be like, oh, yes, sir. Please don't raid us. Don't look in the back room. Don't look at the walls. That's just drying paint. Don't worry about it.
It is.
A ginger man did not come through here.
Ginger man.
Ginger man. Do you know the Muffin Man? Narcs just glow in the dark. Feds glow in the sun, but undercover feds and Narcs just glow in the dark.
Damn.
Okay. You could tap them gently with your car. What? Tap them gently with your car. I don't know what you're referring to. We do not condone running people over here on TISM Thursday.
But we do condone tapping them down with their car.
Yes, we do. We do condone tapping them gently with your car at 90 miles per hour.
90-mile tap.
Man, I took a picture. I was going down the highway Sunday evening, and I don't condone this, but I was going down the highway at like 70 with one hand on the steering wheel because I was watching my odometer because I was waiting for it to roll over to 200,000 miles. And I wanted to capture the moment that it hit 200,000 miles. I did snap the picture or whatever and just upload it to like a group for like other Fiat owners just to show like, hey boys, I hit the big 200,000. Cause I mean, that's a pretty big milestone, especially for that car. And of course, I saw this coming. One old geezer had to be like, yeah, and you did it while you were going 70 miles per hour. I was like, okay, I don't condone that, but in my defense, I was going down a fucking open highway. Okay, it's not that big a deal. Okay, it's not that big a deal.
The presumption that you're going 70 and you're constantly surrounded by mommy missiles with baby on board signs everywhere, and that you're just gonna turn into a Tasmanian
mommy
devil.
Missiles. That has a whole other connotation that I think I like. Mommy missiles.
They're minivans. That's what we call them up in Washington. They're fucking mommy missiles.
Hey,
load them up with children and launch the missile.
All right, Scaly, I need you to make a song called "Mommy Missiles." We could add that to 69.420 FM TISM Radio. The best tunes for your decaying brain.
Yeah.
Shit, hit them kids. I was going down the highway, okay, and I know it sounds kind of what's the word? Hypocritical, because I did once call out this one person, because I'm also in a Facebook group for other people that own like Lexus ISs, and there was one guy who took a picture of his like dash or whatever, and he was going like 130. I don't know where he was going 130. Hopefully on a big open highway as well. But I was like, bro, it's like, you're going 130. Get off your fucking phone. Although I would say 130 is a lot worse than 70. I was like, not only was I was going the legal limit, and I think I was on cruise control while I was doing it. But he was going 130. I was like, dude, I was like, get off your phone. Why? That's really fucking fast. Anything can change when you're going that fucking fast. Even if you're on a highway, nobody else is gonna be going 130 miles per hour. So what are you doing? Get off your phone. That's insane. Like, I know you didn't take that while you're on a track, because you would also be stupid to be taking a picture of that while you're going around a track. So he was definitely going down some highway or something.
There's no way. I've sat shotgun and a driver they did 130. It was the Charlotte track, and yeah, that guy in his Porsche 911, he got up to 130, and I'm like, fuck, this shit's real. I was just like glued to the seat. There was no way with the centrifugal force. There's no way I could actually like bring my phone out to take a picture without the phone flinging back somewhere and getting lost. So yeah, he's somewhere on a road doing 130 on a public road.
Yeah, he's taking a picture of his dash. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, like, get off your phone. You're going 130. You're recklessly driving, and you're on your phone while you're recklessly driving. I was literally on a highway that was set to 70. So yeah. I was completely legal to be going that speed, and I was on cruise control, and there was like almost nobody around me because it was like middle of nowhere, Texas. So
welcome to middle of nowhere.
I still don't condone it, but my situation was definitely a lot different than that Lexus guy going 130. Like, Jesus, mother of God, like, get off your phone, my dude.
Ban the Lexus.
Because one thing goes wrong and you're dead. That's 130 miles per hour. You're about to become fucking scrap metal. You're about to look like you just got put through a hydraulic press.
Most, like, when we take off in jets, we're going around 400 miles an hour. So like 130, you're starting to get close.
Man, I remember when I first got in the airplane, people would tell me like the taking off process is horrible. I'm like, that's the most fun part. I love it when I can hear them spooling up the turbines outside, and I'm like, all right, here we go. And then all of a sudden, everything just goes kind of quiet because everybody seems to just become quiet for that small period of time. And you just hear like the turbines spooling up, and then you're slowly starting, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like they put the fucking pedal to the floor, and it's like, you're just drag racing up the fucking airline. I'm looking out the window, and we're just fucking zooming. I'm like, woo, yeah, this is my favorite part.
We had one jet that he had to burn off fuel. Like, it's this weird thing. You can actually overfill your tanks, and it'll weigh you down too much. And I can't remember where we were, but the fuel guy put like 600 gallons instead of 400 gallons, and the pilot said that he has to
baby
burn
oil.
Did
he?
Maybe. No, did he?
He approves.
We had to sit with our seatbelts on, and he locked the wheel, and then he just like revved up the engine and is just like burning fuel with the engine spinning while we're there.
Yes, and they say our V8s are polluting the fucking ozone layer. That's polluting the ozone layer right there. You're just burning fuel.
Yeah,
jet fuel. Just
like, you didn't siphon it out. No, just like ramp the engine up and just. But yeah, what you were saying when they sometimes when you'll turn the corner and they haven't fully finished, like usually they'll turn the corner and then they'll hit the accelerator. No, like some they'll
usually they eke around the corner. They kind of line it up because I guess it depends on what they got in terms of clearances. But a lot of times I notice that they don't have the clearance yet to put the foot to the floor. Metaphorically, because there's no pedal on the floor. But anyways,
most of the time, yes.
But usually they're waiting for clearance. So they just round the corner and they just kind of line it up like they're staging for a damn drag race. And then they get the clearance and they just fucking send that shit down the fucking runway. I'm just like, woo!
Most of the time, yes. But depending on it's usually either early in the morning or way late at night when there's very few flights. And they'll be, flying for 4 years, so I've like figured this out. They're just turning the corner, and you can hear the pilot just ramped up the fucking thing, and it just and you can feel the jet, like there's a little bit of force pulling you in one direction or the other because we haven't fully lined up, but that pilot just gunned it, and we're going, and it gets exciting for that one moment. We're like, jeez, go.
Yeah, that's fun. That's the fun part for me. If anybody who doesn't like that part, you're just a bitch, because that's like the most fun part. You get to feel what it's like to have all those G forces, I guess. I don't know that, because that's the fastest I've ever gone, because I've never got to ride shotgun in like a race car or a really fast car or something. Like, I think the fastest I've ever gone is maybe 110, and that's when that guy was trying to fucking kill me one random evening while I was literally trying to deliver a pizza for DoorDash. Like, literally, I told this story before where I don't know what I did to this guy, but all of a sudden he went in front of me and started brake checking me, and fucking, I was like, okay, there's something wrong with this dude, and I'm switching, and like, he's literally like trying his best to stay in front of me and block me. Like, I'm going across all these lanes trying to get around him, and when I'm on the side of him, he starts swerving into me, looking like he was going to fucking perform a damn burnout takedown on me. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm fucking gunning this shit. This little tiny 1.4 liter engine is fucking screaming for life, and I think I hit like a 110, just zooming down the fucking, luckily it was a big open road because of the time of day it was, but Jesus, mother of God, that little 1.4 was doing all it could.
What an asshole.
I don't know what I did to this man. I don't think I cut him off or anything. Even if I did, it's like, big whoop, fucking get over. I get cut off all the time, and I've never had a road rage moment, because I'm not that pressed. When somebody like does something stupid on the road, I usually just sit there like, God damn it, you fucking idiot, and then I move on with my life. That's usually how it's usually just I curse and then I'm done. I'm just like, oh, you dipshit, and then I run up and then I just go on with my life. But some people, it's like, you dipshit, I'm about to spend 5-10 minutes trying to get you back for this transgression that you put against me. I'm like, dude, just go on with the rest of your day, man. Shit happens. People make mistakes. I've done some asinine things on the road that honestly I'm glad somebody didn't exercise road rage because of it. Like, I've done some asinine things where like I wasn't looking properly or whatever, where I've had some very close calls, and then but both of us moved on with our day. My heart rate shot through the roof, and they were probably like cursing me and calling me all kinds of things that I cannot repeat on this stream, and then but we went on with our day. That's just how it is.
People are crazy.
Yep. You know what else is crazy? Fucking this new Pokemon game. Let's move into some of the topics now that we've been fucking rambling. Let's just see here. That's the wrong thing. Oh, wait, no, it is the right thing. Here it is.
Was there a cuck chair in the background there?
A cuck chair. There was a cuck chair in my hotel room, but you kind of come to expect that by now. There was a cuck chair. Was I in it? I'm not gonna tell you. Even if I was, I'm not gonna tell you. It's that's between me and the bull. That's all I'm saying. But the new Pokemon game came out. I think technically this is considered a spin-off, which I don't know at this point what's a spin-off and what's a air quotes mainline Pokemon title. I guess this is not considered a mainline title. And I don't play a lot of Pokemon games because a lot of them are just kind of mid. I really, literally the only one I played was Pokemon Pearl and then Shining Pearl when it came out on the Switch. I think I might have played one of the 3D ones on the GameCube. Was that Coliseum or was that Stadium? Because there's two.
I have no idea.
I can't remember which one.
Any of them.
I played one of
the card game.
That's in a really bad place right now because of scalpers and stuff. So it is what it is. But the new Pokemon game, Coliseum. Okay, so it was Coliseum I was playing on the GameCube. I remember it being pretty good. But anyways, so the new Pokemon game came out, and I think you could definitely tell that something's off here because look, do you see the critic score versus the user score? You got one of those situations. You got a 79 from
shit.
critics, but the players are saying, no, this is kind of dog water.
That seems normal. It's either rarely are they lined up. Rarely. If the general public loves it, the critics typically hate it. And so, yeah, if they love this, then it's probably not too great.
Yeah, like if you look at let's see some of the fucking user reviews here. We got 2 from this person. Lots of building assets are stuck. The story is very messy, as if it was done by an amateur writer. The area is only one city, but the world feels empty. The Pokemon designs look like it was done by AI. The design is almost like a TikTok anomaly. This person gave it a 0, but I don't. Can I get like a automatic translation or something? What is this? Hogomas precocoso improsavel. 3 horas de tutorial onde no se ponde nem dar pasa para o lado. Yes, I agree.
That is either Spanish.
I don't think that's Spanish. I think that looks more like what's the Portuguese or something.
Maybe.
Yeah,
you could copy that and like throw it into let it detect.
Wait. Chat GPT? Can I get?
Hey, there you go.
Let's see. Translate this to English. The laziest game ever. 3 hours of tutorial where you can't even take a single step to the side.
Wow.
It's probably a little bit off. I like how. Wait, is this from when I kept asking it to suck dick? Yeah, suck dick. Suck dick. Is it illegal not to finish off the homies?
Yeah, I think that was post stream or something like that. It just went
No,
on.
that was like near the end of the stream.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Another 0 from Goose. Can't believe I was actually really excited for this game. After Legends of Arceus, I thought the Legends series was going to be exciting and something that pushes the envelope for Pokemon games. Met with a boring and unpleasant experience. Very disappointing, especially for the insane $70 price tag. A 2 from this person. Whoever's responsible for this game seems to absolutely hate the Pokemon franchise with every fiber of their being. Number 3, positives. Fun mechanics. That's not a hard word. Mechanics. Maybe that's what maybe it's a new word. Fun mechanics. The Pokemon look great. The battle animations are great. Main character, all but NPCs, models look pretty good. Negatives. The same fun mechanics become very spammy and there is a lack of strategy. The map is tiny and the buildings and floor. Yeah, they're going with that. I mean, they're dedicated. The map is tiny and the buildings and floor textures are horrid. The city feels less lively than roadkill with no buildings to enter. Yeah, that's one of the things I've seen people talk about is that it just. It takes place in one like big like mega city. I think we talked about how it's all one mesh or whatever.
Yeah, it was one file or something.
I was like, that's kind of weird because usually all Pokemon games have like this big expansive map where you have a bunch of like, you know, you have your little town. Yeah, you have your little towns and then you have like your in-between sections of like wilderness, you know, where all the wild Pokemon. This game is like, no, you get a city and then they have like parks that you go to where you run into like air quotes wild Pokemon. Like you enter these like zones or whatever. Because I've been watching like gameplay. They did change up the gameplay. It's not like a turn-based game like it usually is for Pokemon games. It's like a cooldown based. Like you can actually move around, and so it's almost like they tried to go a little bit Power World, which is ironic, being that they're trying to kill Power World, but then they try to do their own Power World thing.
Well, they got to kill it so they can copy it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Power World to come after them.
Yeah. AI generated pile of crap that's not even slop. Avoid at all costs as pile of garbage. Damn. I like how there's a couple of people that are giving it a 10. Okay. Who paid these motherfuckers? How much did they pay you? Awesome game. What some don't get is that low detail graphics are good. What? Low detail graphics are good. It increases performance. cope. The game's one city map is fine. I don't need more. The game has nice looking characters and the story is okay. It keeps the game interesting enough. The core battling, blah blah blah. This is not. How is this a 10? How you rate this a 10? You even say like some of this stuff is okay, and then you say low detail graphics are good. No, they're not. What do you mean?
Is window awnings?
I guess they're trying to say that the window awnings are low detail. I think I saw I think it was Pokemon, where they're showing like some of the windows and stuff are not even actually modeled. It's just a texture. Like, I'm like, oh my lord! Like this is not because of the Switch 2 either. There's great looking games like Donkey Kong Bonanza that has destructible environments and it looks pretty damn good. And I think it runs at 60 frames per second. Pokemon doesn't have destructible environments. It doesn't have a massive world like Donkey Kong, and yet all they can do is literally slap textures, not even model the fucking windows and doors. They just slap a fucking texture on the wall.
Yep.
And apparently it still doesn't run that well. What the hell is Game Freak doing?
That is something that was a big thing in Source Engine. Is if you had a texture, you didn't want to like build a full-on window. You could just slap a texture which would make it would transparent and see-through, but it would have like little detailed stuff that were on the texture, but it would essentially act as a window. And that was the cheap way of making a window without actually having to fucking build anything.
Yeah, but these days it's like, bro, you don't need to do that kind of shit. You really don't, unless you're really like trying to work with some like ancient hardware. Not the Switch 2, the thing that just came out, and this is the first Pokemon game for the brand new hardware, and they can't even model a fucking door. What the? This is like a terrible showcase for the Switches. Like, if I saw this, I would think the Switch 2 is fucking anemic. When we'd seen games that look good on it, like Tears of the Kingdom's Switch 2 version, or Donkey Kong Bonanza, or Mario Kart World, ones that I would say are way more ambitious in terms of scope and look pretty damn good on the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is not already outdated. Like, I would understand kind of if they were still working with Switch 1 hardware, but they got the Switch 2. There ain't no goddamn excuses. Exactly, Alan. 10 out of 10. The story's okay. It's like what? It's 10 out of 10, but the story's okay. But 10 out of 10. No, that's not how that works. A 10 out of 10 is supposed to be like, this game is a fucking masterpiece. Everything is amazing. Everything is absolutely perfect. That's what a 10 out of 10 is. How much did Game Freak pay you, buddy? Do they have their hand in your ass and they're currently pushing against your prostate right now?
No. He's got his head up his ass for warmth. That's what he's doing.
Shit, I guess. Or got his head up Nintendo's ass. Maybe they like shoved it up there, like that one scene in Hancock. You remember that?
Oh.
Remember, it's like if you call me an asshole one more time, your head is going up his ass.
And he did.
And they're like, asshole, and all you hear is like the sound of like pants being pulled down, and then his head's just shoved up his ass. I love that fucking movie.
That was the alternative version of the human centipede.
Yes. Hancock was like the boys before the boys, if you think about it.
Boys,
it's like the superheroes, but when they were kind of dickheads and not good people. Although he redeemed himself by the end, kind of, mostly. Then he became a real superhero. Anyways, Pokemon is, I don't know what they're doing, man. They're trying to take down their competitors like Pal World, but then they finally come out with their own games and they're so mid. I'm not even a Pokemon fan, but I just listen and I see all the critics and the players talk about these games when they come out, and most of the time it's just like either bad or just I'm like, no, like this used to be a series where every time a new game came out, people were like they were really excited. I don't know what's happened. Some people say it's because of them going 3D. I think that's a cope, because there was 3D Pokemon games. Like I said, there was Pokemon Stadium and Coliseum way back in the days, back when they were trying some like different things for like the consoles, but then they started focusing on their handhelds when it came to Pokemon.
This sounds like Nintendo has become self-aware and they realize that they don't have to try anymore. much like many other AAAs. They have the boardroom meeting behind closed doors, and they say, "We're Nintendo. We can put shit on a stick, and people will buy it." There you go.
I don't
That's
feel
what they
like
did.
I don't feel like it's hard to grasp how to make a good Pokemon game. It's like, Jesus Christ, you have examples of what people liked. It's like, if you want to do your 3D, fine, but firstly, stop fucking making it look like garbage. Make it actually run well, and just give people what you did back in the days, but now in 3D. Like, and the story's never been a good part of Pokemon games. Let's just make that very clear. Pokemon games have never had good story. That's not what you're there for. It's always just serves as a vehicle to push you through the end of the game. Like, it's usually always been like, oh, there's this rival team that's kind of like Team Rocket or whatever. You need to get to the end and take them down, like the Elite Four in Pokemon Pearl and Diamond. That was the ultimate goal. Literally, it was just to get to the end of the game and beat the Elite Four. It served its purpose. Nobody comes to Pokemon games for fucking story, right? But people come for the gameplay. Like, it's a very simple game. It's a game where you run around and collect fucking pocket monsters. That's it.
Yeah.
So the fact that they keep coming out with mediocre games when it's on the surface such a basic concept that shouldn't be hard to make good on. Like, Power World has a lot of technical issues and whatnot, but it gave people what they wanted. It actually took Pokemon and expanded big on it. Like, obviously nobody's asking for Pokemon to be like Power World, because I don't think Pokemon should, because I don't think Pokemon players necessarily want, guns and base building and stuff, because I feel like that's
Probably
not really Pokemon. I mean, they wouldn't be opposed to it probably, but that's not really, you don't play Pokemon to be like a survival management game. I think Power World went for that, and it did it well, and that's what people like Power World for. But like, it wouldn't hurt to maybe take some inspiration from Power World when it comes to having a big open map and things to do. I don't know. I feel like it's just not that hard, and I think Game Freak and Nintendo are just complacent. They know people are gonna buy it. People are gonna come day one. They're gonna buy both editions because they're still doing this fucking same game but slightly tweaked roster bullshit, which I don't know how they keep getting away with that. Like, I understand why they might have done it back in the days, but these days, do you really need to have two games?
I'm trying to think of, like, someone has to help me out here. What other game series has done that? Where you essentially have like mirror versions of the same game in two different forms. Usually the way that I've seen that is like Tenchu Stealth Assassins. You had two characters and the story deviated a bit. I think because of your abilities, you could go places that the other character couldn't. But for the most part, like, your story was pretty linear.
I can name
You just had
one. I think there's only one I've ever ran into that did the same thing. It was one of the Mega Man games. Not like the classic Mega Man platformers, but if you remember, there was like a cartoon, anime, whatever you want to call it, that used to show on 4Kids, and it was like a different. I think it was like Mega Man. I don't know exactly. Battle Network, I think it was what the game was called. Mega Man Battle Network, and I believe there was like a red and blue version of those games. I don't know what differences there were, but I do remember there was two versions for Mega Man Battle Network. Good game, by the way. I used to love playing that game. It was like it wasn't like Pokemon. You would like jack into things, and obviously then in these worlds you would like kind of navigate around like the inner workings of like a network or something with I think that would be Mega Man X was his name or whatever. And you would do like battles where you have like the battle chips or whatever from the show. And I don't know how, I'm not really describing it well. It would be a fun game to play on stream maybe sometime. It was a Game Boy Advance game. But I believe there was two versions of that.
It also came out on the DS and the Switch.
Wait, they made a Switch version? What? How much?
Apparently.
I need to buy that, actually. I need to buy that. I mean, I can't play it on stream because I have a Switch Lite. I don't even have a regular Switch, so I have no way to even capture it. But I thought maybe I heard about a remake or some kind of remaster of that, but I just it kind of like slipped my mind and or whatever. I'll have to look into that after stream.
It's on Steam as well, apparently. Holy hell.
It's on Steam. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm looking this up as well.
Wait a minute. I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
God damn it! I click on the store, and the first thing I'm brought to is Magic Pussy Chapter 3. God damn it! Because somebody linked this fucking game to me, and that was having me read out the description in my dramatic nature. I was just like, "What is this porn game? Magic Pussy 3? No, Magic Pussy Chapter 3. Sorry, I want to put respect on Magic Puss." What a great game. Anyways, no, we don't want Magic Puss. Let's see, Mega Man. Oh, it is. But Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volume 1. Wait, why is there's a Volume 2? Interesting.
Apparently.
But yeah, there's a red and a blue version. Yeah, see, there's, what is this one? It just links to the same thing. Interesting indeed. I'll have to check that out later. I don't know if I'll buy it. I feel like, did they at least update it? Looks like they updated the graphics a little bit. Eh.
I would imagine so for PC release. It also came out on PS4? Like they
I don't know.
They did quite a few.
I liked the game. It was good. I wasn't a big fan of the classic Mega Man games because I'm not really a platformer.
And I'm not so much either. I mean, I have played one of the Mega Man games, I think back in the 90s maybe, and all I knew was this is not for me. I am good.
Yeah. Well, now I know. I think I heard about this, but I didn't know they came out with it. So when did it even come out? It came out like years ago. Damn, I'm late to the party. Anyways, back to Pokemon though. The only good thing that's came out of it. Are you ready for this? Make sure to keep your pants on.
All right,
the waifus, man. God damn, bro. I don't know what it is about her, but I'm about to bust.
I have two ideas about what it could be.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the boobs are fine. It's a face mask for me. I don't know if COVID broke my brain. I unironically have a face mask kink. I don't know what it is. I literally think that COVID broke my fucking brain. Because I remember I worked with a girl at Kroger's. Obviously, we're all having to wear face masks. So I never really saw the bottom half of her face 95% of the time. All I got to see was her eyes. But she communicated. It's like this character where like she would like communicate with her eyes, where like she would like. I could tell when she was smiling just by her eyes, or how she was feeling just by the eyes. And I think that's where I got fucking broken. Then all of a sudden, now I see any girl with like fucking like covering the lower half of her face, and I want to fucking bust all over my screen and the trailer wall at the same time. Fucking golly, it's like an RPG of cum every time I see a face mask.
Thanks,
Jesus.
COVID. You broke Ginger.
But I've seen some very nice NSFW art. I can't show that on stream, but
obviously
there's some good NSFW art of her already. There's another character that even in the game has some pretty thick ass cheeks. So yeah, nut. There's some redeemable qualities to Pokemon, but it's literally not the game itself. It's just the fucking waifus.
It's everything around it.
Yeah, it's everything around it. I mean, at least they cooked a little bit by having some hot female characters. Like Jesus, and
they had a $10 budget and they spent $5 of it on this waifu.
Hey, you know what? Worth it, bro. I would give her my Bulbasaur. I'm about to Blastoise.
At least you're not gonna Pikachu.
Oh, I hope I'm peeking at her. That's why. God,
because there will be Chew.
Sheesh, I gotta get her off screen before I bust again. God damn. That's the only
reason get canceled.
Yep, she's of age allegedly. because people were debating that on Twitter. Of course, like, how old is this character? And I was like, I don't know why it matters, but most people were like, well, there's no confirmed age, but based on these characteristics, most likely young adult. I'm like, that's all I needed. Time to fap. That's all I needed. That's the green light I needed to whip my dick out. Slap that shit on the table. It's not going to make me pay $70 just for her, but, you know, got me close. There's also a screenshot of this character doing the, having a one hell of a damn, what's the word? Gamer, posture. You know, the gamer posture where you're like slightly hunched over.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't finish the entire thing. But there's a video on Chris Hansen's channel where he brought Michael Schlatt up on stage.
Oh no.
And like when Schlatt walked across the screen, he looks like such a nerd, and he even had like the slightly hunched gamer posture when he was walking. I instantly noticed that, even on this small little phone screen. I noticed. I was like, "It's like, goddamn, Schlatt, you got one hell of a goddamn gamer posture." Like, sheesh, damn. He looked like he definitely be playing that Roblox. Jesus Christ. But yeah, fucking Chris Hansen brought him up on stage to talk about like the issues with Roblox and predators and you know that stuff. I guess now Chris Hansen's on the case. We're gonna take him down.
Yes, because Chris Hansen's going to do something. Now, Mama Max is out of the game because he fucked over his whole reputation.
Oh,
Thanks,
don't even get me started on Mama Max again. I used to love his videos, man. I loved how artistic they were. I don't care if they were a little bit cringe. They were. But they were so, like, as a film buff, I loved the cinematography. I loved the dramatization that he did with his videos. Like, everybody else is just like, okay, we're bringing in we're gonna hit these guys with a sting operation. Well, Mama Max is here in a fucking hotline Miami mask, like in the dark, like talking to this fake deep voice and like talking about, like, insinuating that he's gonna get people to like kill the predators and animal abusers and stuff. I'm just like, this is over the top, but it's so much fun.
This reminded me, like, his whole shtick for the longest time reminded me of some of you probably haven't seen this movie, Sucker Punch. Came out several years ago. It would do a similar thing where, like, okay, this heist is supposed to happen, and like X character is supposed to break into this thing and steal a key. And you could film it as that, but no, they go so over the top. They get Scott Glenn as like the mission control general. They get a bunch of helicopters. They get fucking dragons. Like, it becomes like a crazy ass, like almost Zack Snyder kind of bombastic way. And it's just this like little thing, but they're blowing it up for the audience spectacle. And it's so fantastic. And that's what a lot of Mama Max's stuff reminded me of. It's like, this guy should really go work for like Blumhouse.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I think he would have been probably a pretty good like cinematographer or camera director or something like that. Like, it kind of sucks that he used all of his talent to make slightly faked videos and like becoming like overly autistically. Man, what a fucking shame, man. So much potential just wasted. God damn it, bro. Yeah. You hate to see it, man. Part is,
he brought up some really legit problems that were like, what was it, like IMVU, that chat program? I remember seeing ads for that crap all the time.
That shit was degenerate.
He would bring up legitimate things that in some cases I would have seen some stuff, but now, like, because he's defamed himself and twisted things for the sake of showmanship, it's like, your kernels of truth can't save the negativity that you brought upon yourself, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't. It's done. Like, I know what you were trying to do, but the corners that he cut to get there, I can't. I can't approve it.
Yeah, waste potential. I know somebody in that comment section said like, "All right, Chris Hansen, go after VR chat like next." I'm like, no. Hey, stay off of VR chat. Hey, don't you dare. I don't think VR chat needs to be investigated. Yes, there is a groomer problem, but VR chat has age verification now, so they've actually put, unlike Roblox, they did some things to try, at least, like as somebody who plays the game every once in a blue moon, at least they got age verification. Like you actually have to like show your ID to a third party who then like I guess tells VR chat, okay, this person's 18 plus, put the badge on their thing, and you can like age like lock down instances by only users who are age verified can join. So they put at least some. It took people like Brandon FM constantly making videos about them to do it, but they eventually did it. Although I didn't know that it actually you have to be a VR Chat Plus member to even do the age verification. Like it's not free. I wish it was. I guess it's because it probably cost them money to do it through that third party. But you have to have VR Chat Plus. If you don't have VR Chat Plus, you can't age verify. But I guess you could also argue the people that are really serious about VR Chat are probably gonna have VR Chat Plus anyways.
Yeah, I'm looking to see like how much is this fucking thing. I'm looking to try and see the plus.
Oh, that's like a $10 a month subscription, I think.
Okay.
Oh, you get
that's
like
actually reasonable.
You get a bunch of features or whatever, but I thought the age verification was just rolled out that anybody can do it, but I guess unfortunately, apparently it's tied to VR Chat Plus, which I don't think that's probably necessarily them just being greedy. It's probably because I don't know how much. It's probably the back end with this third party probably isn't cheap, because no third party is gonna age verify for free. So,
oh no, every time I do like a background check for like fingerprints, it costs money, and my company has to pay for it. It depends, and some cases is like to get a badge is $250. So like little stupid piddly shit, it can be like $35 to $50. So yeah, I can see that. I can see them charging something.
Yeah, but Roblox, they got issues because they're a fucking child game that's just rampant. I mean, Schlepp himself was actually a victim of grooming, which is why he went into trying to take down other groomers on Roblox because of what happened to him on Roblox. And then of course Roblox did what Roblox does, and they tried to shut him down and sent him a cease and desist letter. I'm like, you guys are so fucking stupid.
How's that working out for you, Roblox?
Yeah, now Chris Hansen's on a stage I mean, you don't want Chris Hansen talking about you. Even though I would argue he's kind of washed up at this point, he's still a legend when it comes to the predator hunting community. Because I mean, he is the guy who basically created the Alex Rosen, the Gideon, all the other people that currently hunt predators. It's because of Chris Hansen. So you do not want Chris Hansen talking about you. He might be an old boomer who probably barely even understands what the hell Roblox is, but I mean, he's the guy that you don't want saying the name of your game out loud, because people trust him.
Video game Roblox is under controversy. Yeah, I can just hear his voice right now.
I mean, he's definitely good as he's got a good voice on him. When he was on To Catch a Predator, he was technically only really just a spokesman. He didn't really do any of the behind the scenes work, which is probably why his show wasn't so great once he was trying to do things on his own, because he really didn't do the actual like work himself. It was like a vigilante group, which makes it even more ironic when he talks about vigilante groups. I'm like, but your show was built on the back of a vigilante group called what was it? PJ. What was it called? Like
Perverted Justice.
Yeah, Perverted Justice was one of them. But there's another one also that he worked with in there. But PJ was a vigilante group. So I don't know. He was a guy on camera, because Chris Hansen's very good on camera. He had some really good one-liners. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Scaly. By the way, check your messages. You have a new project. Get to it. Also, wait, what was the song earlier that we were telling him to make? He's gonna end up having to go back in the stream, isn't he? I can't remember what it was. Something came up. So a good meme came up that needs to be made into a song, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, damn it.
All right, well that's just homework for Scaly. He can find it later, because we directly called out and said, "Hey, Scaly, make a song about this now. Here's some more content for you to do on your old Suno." Anyways, all that to say, Pokemon mid. What a big surprise! Come on, Game Freak, you fucking freaks.
I'll go even worse than that. Mid implies, in my mind, that there's like a mediocre set of standard, like something acceptable. It's not bad, it's not great, but it's acceptable. This doesn't even sound acceptable. This just sounds bad. I saw a video. There was the other day. I thought it was Pal World, but I was looking through the comments. People were talking about Pokemon, and I was like, "Oh, this is the new A and Z." And someone was running along, and they just dropped through the mesh of the world, and you just see like the entire brush underneath. And it's like, really?
Lazy. They keep trying to take down other people with their cease and desist who are trying to give them competition, and then they can't even deliver once they do so. I'm just like, it makes it even more ironic. Like, if you're gonna do a cease and desist, you better come out with a one banger ass game afterwards. But no, you come out with something that's still probably not as good as fucking Pal World.
See, you would think so, but no, I've learned that the logic is always flipped. If someone's coming out with something better and you're not, you need to take down the better person so that what you're coming out with doesn't look bad. Like, you're already coming out with shit, so you take down the good stuff so that people can't compare. That's what sounds like Nintendo's doing. It's taking out the people that are making them look bad, and because they have no plans to actually improve themselves, because why would they? They're Nintendo. They literally can make legislation that affects the fucking United States. Why should they try to be better? So they're not going to. Apparently, I achieved my goal by just sitting still. I made my 10,000 steps by just moving my arm.
Yeah, the TISM be keeping you in shape. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend TISM Thursday for your daily dose of physical activity in more ways than one, especially with images like this up on screen. God damn, I gotta get this off screen before I start jerking off again. Anyways,
I'm gonna hear sounds, and they're not gonna be the pre-recorded ones.
Suck dick? No, I'm not gay.
God damn it. That's thanks to old Skytex. Those sounds are brought to you by Skytex. Oh wait, no, FUPA Incorporated. Not to be confused with H3H3's FUPA fund.
I was thinking Goop. I was thinking Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Incorporated.
Yes, I think when I met with Skytex, I was like, hey, let's go to a steakhouse. I know you can eat. And he's like, is that a fat joke? I'm like, duh. What do you mean? Duh. You should have expected by now. Of course it's a fat joke.
Food. It exists.
I think another funny joke that came up with, I'm not going to give all the context leading up, but something about beating wives or something. And I was like, man, you should just beat your ex a little bit more, maybe, and everybody that we're with just started laughing. He's like, you're not wrong. I'm like, yes. He's out of line, but he's right.
Yep, that's where that would work. He's out of line, but he's right.
Beat your wife, allegedly. Anyways, there's no innovation to the game mechanics. The graphics are comparable to the N64. The battle system is now button mashing. The game is dumber and worse than everything that has come before it. Well, there's your Scaly review. I guess Scaly is our Pokemon expert. We got always
10 out of 10. It sucks.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, but it's mid. Yeah, we're Scaly. Are you in here? Are you this guy right here? Are you guys a 1, 2, 3? 10 out of 10. Low detail graphics are good. I can't fucking believe this shit. Good graphics, good. I got a fucking screenshot this way. I'm gonna give this a good old screenshot just for later. I'm gonna put this on Twitter. There we go. A screenshot of that for later. Shout out to what's the program? ShareX. I love ShareX. Favorite screenshotting program. It just works. It just works.
16 times the disappointment.
Yeah, 16 times the detail. Speaking of 16 times the fucking detail,
boy.
onto our obligatory Battlefield segment, because we have to have it.
I thought you were going to talk about Todd Howard.
No, Danny on PC fucking rage baited the fuck out of Twitter by posting this right here of what it seems to be emotes coming to Season 1 of Battlefield 6. Now, obviously, this is not real. This is AI. He used AI to fucking make this, and other people did the same thing. And people actually believed it for a second. There's actually people like, oh my god, I can't believe Battlefield's doing this. I'm like, guys, it's not real. It's not fucking real. How you guys get baited so fucking hard?
Because they're just emotionally ready to just explode.
Because
at any moment.
They tried to make it seem real by putting via Temporal, which if you don't know who Temporal is, he's a very well-renowned Battlefield leaker.
Yes, that guy, okay.
Yeah, he has a pretty good reputation for his leaks. So usually when he says something is like been data mined or whatever, or that he's got some information, usually it ends up having a very strong nugget of truth behind it. So he puts this to even meme on it more and adds this image. And people actually believed that it was real. No, it's not real. They're not fucking adding emotes. I think they learned their lesson with 2042. They really are not wanting to even touch that shit with a 10,000 foot pole. We're never going to get, don't be sad. That's just how it works out sometimes. Shut the fuck up, Angel. God damn it. If you didn't play 2042 at launch, you don't know what I'm referencing. But when 2042 first came out, they eventually took it out. But at the at the end of round screen, each of the fucking specialists would say like
they had a phrase.
Yeah, they had like a quip, and it was so like there was like another one that was like I think it was like the husky like bearded guy. He's like ha. Something no, it was Angel. It's like Angel was like, ha, Angel does it again. I'm like, what the hell is no?
Yeah, those were like memed for a bit. Like people, I don't know, like they would take those and put them somewhere, like green screen them or something.
Mostly it's the Angel one because it fits in pretty much all situations. Don't be sad. It's just how it works out sometimes.
I remember seeing that and I thought, that's so fucking crazy.
It's so bad that they literally had to take it out of the game. They literally had to take it out of the game and just make them not say a damn thing at the end. Because, like, bro, even if they were good quips, nobody wants... How many times are you going to hear these quips at the end of... Nobody, no.
Oh, jeez. If you're playing a battle... Like, I played 1942 as much as, like, 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah, imagine if you were playing 1942 and you come to the end of round screen and you just hear some American soldier be like, yeah, we showed those Nazis.
Oh, that would get... like, the Call of Duty, like, I don't know if the new ones do this, but the World War II era ones would do this, where if you're playing... and you died, it would bring up like a quote from someone like Roosevelt or JFK.
I think they still do that in Call of Duty campaigns.
Okay.
Where it's where you die and it's like, if you don't suck the dick will suck you. Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, it was something like that. And so I would look for mods and stuff because I love to mod game, and I found the best replacement. This made it all the better. Chuck Norris facts.
Every time you die.
Chuck Norris once shot down a World War II fighter plane, and you're just like, yes, fucking yes.
I feel better about dying now. Yeah, it makes me want to play on veteran difficulty so they can spam grenades at me constantly. Woo! Yay!
Yeah, like, you see something like that, and it just makes you laugh. Whereas you see the cringe that Angel would do, and you're just like,
oh, like, guys, how did you guys? God, what is? I don't know what. I mean, I know they're Swedish. What is wrong with the Swedes, man?
I forgot about. I totally memory hold the fuck out of that thing until you brought it up just now. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
like it's
remember
like a repressed memory.
it was because I started playing week 3 of its release. They had a free weekend, and that's when I started playing. And then you still had a little bit of the hover jit crafts like going up the
I
walls,
loved
which I
that
thought
so
was fucking.
much.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, I thought they should have left it in the game. I'm gonna be honest. It's stupid, but it was kind of fun. It was kind of like it fits Battlefield. Battlefield is never supposed to be the most technically sound game, so I think it was kind of I think it was kind of short sighted that they took it out of the game because it was kind of funny watching a hovercraft in real time. You just see it scaling the building on orbital.
Orbital?
Yeah, on orbital.
The giant fucking
it's
twin towers.
Yeah, it's just
You're like, what?
it's just you just see it going up there like, yes, champ, get up there, get them motherfuckers.
They would go faster than like you'd call the elevator and then you'd wait like 30 seconds and then it would have to take you up. The hovercraft is already up. It's already on the top.
I love it so
great.
much. But yeah, people got rage baited by this, so that was funny. Other news, people are already doing very good remakes of like Battlefield, like old Battlefield maps within Portal. This is a like remake of Zimba Tower from Battlefield 3, and it's actually very faithful. Obviously there's limitations because you don't have as much access to like making like destructible walls and stuff like the map had. But in terms of like everything being where it is, this is very accurate to Zimba Tower. Like the amount of like detail, like all these areas are 1-to-1. Like even the fact that they were able to put the canopy, this was actually in the Battlefield 3 map. Such a good fucking map in Battlefield 3's Close Quarters DLC. I miss this map so much. And I didn't even get to play the peak version of it because I didn't play it on PC. So I didn't get to play 64-player Zimba Tower TDM. I only got to play 24-player. And even it was chaotic even in 24 players. Like I never got to experience peakness. But now this is in Battlefield 3. There's also already a very faithful recreation of No-Shar Canals from Battlefield 3. It was in 2042, so you probably played it. They even and they built it. It looks like off the back of Manhattan Bridge, and they were able to actually have the ramp that goes down into the water. So, so it's and they only have like the TDM section of it, not the entire map, but it's very well done. So very awesome to see that people are already letting their creative juices flow on top of the stuff we've already talked about where they're making like, you know, fucking Space Invaders and Call of Duty zombies with like actual like buyable doors. But to piggyback off of that, apparently EA has reportedly started sending out notices to Portal creators who have created non-Battlefield maps, including Call of Duty maps like Shipment. The notice says having third-party content in Battlefield 6 could result in bans. Now, I don't know if they've taken down all the servers, but that's what this is sounding like. Because there's a bunch of servers that were running like Shipment, Rust, stuff like that. And I don't know if this is EA's fault. I don't know if well, I'm going to be honest. I doubt that Activision actually reached out and said, hey, you guys, you better do something about this. Because I'm pretty sure user-generated content there is like, well, what's the word? Exempt from like copyright because it's not made by DICE. If DICE themselves did it, then they could get in trouble. But I'm pretty sure they're not held to copyright standards when it comes to user-generated content because there's a lot of games that would be taken down if that was the case. I mean, they literally, in their own official video, showed a remake of Dust 2 from CSGO/CS2.
Yeah, so they opened the door on that. I think it would come down to, what is it, the battle of editorial versus publisher or something like that, about whether or not by hosting the games they are endorsing the content that is being put in there. Lawyers will tear this shit apart for weeks and come up with some excuse that will say that we can't do this. Problem is, I blame EA and DICE. This is the time to penis kind of metric. You allow players to be creative, they're gonna build whatever the fuck that they want with whatever the fuck you give them.
I think they're just being trigger happy because I watched a whole video about like the trend of games also ditching real life weaponry names, like their actual names that they use like in a commercial and military sense, and they use basically like code names or alternate names that to avoid copyright. And it all goes back to I think it was Activision got sued and they ended up settling. I think it was for using one of the Humvees or whatever in Modern Warfare 2. They got sued by the company that makes the Humvee. And I think Battlefield had to settle with the creator of the which helicopter was it? It was by a certain manufacturer. I think it's the AH Viper or something like that, I believe.
Okay.
But I think they settled out of court with that company that makes that specific helicopter. So from there on, they never actually use like the actual name of the helicopter or even use that helicopter at all. Like they used a different model of helicopter, even though it was technically not accurate to what these military forces would use, because they just don't want to deal with the bullshit they dealt with when it came to that helicopter. And the video goes over like basically that every company is just being very, very cautious. While they might not get sued by these weapon arms manufacturers, they don't even want to open the possibilities that HK or Colt or any of these other manufacturers be like, hey, I don't like the fact that you have our weapon just in your game like that. How about you fork over some money? I know Modern Warfare 3, I believe, like actually featured like Colt's name. I think it was on one of the weapons. You actually saw their insignia on the side. I'm sure they got like actual rights to use their logo, because you have to. You can't just do that without some kind of permission or some kind of licensing. But I was like, damn, that kind of fucking sucks. Like, I mean, Battlefield does it better than most games. Like, people went over like exactly how they came up with the names, and either they are official military like code names, or they are the names that they did come up with somehow equate to what the weapon is. Either maybe it might be like it's like the abbreviation might have something to do with like its ammunition type or something else. So they tried to get as close as possible without actually calling it like a HKG3A3 or, you know, the full-on weapon names. It kind of sucks though, because I do miss seeing the actual weapon names.
They need to go back to the GoldenEye days. The KF7, the DL44, the Klob. Like,
Yeah,
none of those were actually fucking real, but they were hilarious. To you got the fucking DL44. God damn it.
what was it? It was trying to think. I know that Battlefield, this is like a deep cut. I believe it was probably Battlefield 4, I think. I don't think it was the Battlefield 3 version. I think it was the Battlefield 4 version, where when they came out with Battlefield 4, at first they had the L96, which is obviously a Arctic warfare rifle, you know, one of the famous, you know, Lapua chambered weapons. And you've also would know it as like the op from Counter-Strike. And so they had the L96, but I think they later changed the name to the L11, because technically speaking, the one that they featured in the game was not an L96, because that's like the Cold War era one.
Wow.
So they ended up changing the name later to L11A1, because that was the more accurate model that they were actually using in the game, not the L96, because the L96 was around in the Cold War. I mean, it was in Black Ops 1 for Pete's sakes. So DLC 34 with jiggle physics. I wish. God damn. That's the only thing Battlefield's missing at this point. So yeah,
Give it time.
Yeah, give it time. Give it time. Somebody will figure out a way. But I think to go off the back of this, I think EA or somebody from the community of DICE has said that they're going to be looking into fixing the bot farming issue, because like all the Portal servers are just bot farms.
They're just trying to unlock all the weapons.
Yeah, which I can understand, because some of those assignments are fucking bullshit. But like the entirety of like the Portal browser, bot farm, bot farm, bot farm, bot farm, and it's so bad that nobody can even host legitimate like community experiences, because you keep getting like
maxed.
global. You keep getting like global game quota, since you don't have to pay for them. So people just kept spinning up servers, and I guess there's a damn limit. So, people are not able to actually like use the portal system because it's just bot farm, bot farm, bot farm. So DICE is trying to find a way to cut down, and I think they've talked about just basically killing the bot farm, make it to where you can't even level up in them anymore.
This is a problem that's been around since the early days of updates of Team Fortress 2. When an update would get released and new weapons were dropped, 80% of every server would suddenly go into like lockdown, and everyone would just be grinding to get the weapons. And then over time, the servers would go back to normal because people would get the weapons and they didn't need to grind anymore. That was like 10, 15 fucking years ago. Nothing's changed. When you add something like this, people will find a way. Like you want people to play for long periods of time to unlock. No, they want the fucking weapons. They don't give a shit.
Well, it would help
about
if
your
it would help
morals.
if the progression in Battlefield 6 wasn't so goddamn slow. Like I think they're gonna be increasing it because of the feedback, but it's so slow. And when you have bullshit ass assignments, which I've ranted about this before, but when you have assignments like 150 headshot kills at over 200 meters with a sniper rifle, it's like, well, of course people are gonna use bot farm. That's fucking bullshit. That's a lot of fucking headshot kills to get a mid sniper rifle. Like to unlock one of the last sniper rifles in the game right now, at least until the upcoming season 1 update. You have to do 150 fucking kills at over 200 meters to the head, and also a lot of the maps don't even have sight lines that are 200 meters long, making it where you have to basically sit there and grind. Like if you're trying to do it legit, you have to basically just grind like Mirak Valley or especially Firestorm. So it's tedious, and that's why people end up using bot farms. If you want to get people to stop using bot farms, just have assignments and progression that is good enough, and you'll dramatically cut down bot farms. They'll still be there because there's people that don't want to, level up legitly, but you'll probably decrease it because if people don't feel like they're having to fucking grind, like they're playing WoW and they're fucking grinding boars so they can take down the fat bastard from South Park. If you don't incentivize people to bot farm, then they won't bot farm, or at least a lot less people will bot farm. So I feel like that's just that's a problem of their own doing, Oh
yeah.
And Scaly brings up a good point. They definitely gotta fix the bloom. That's the one big issue I still have with the game.
Oh god, the sniper glint.
No, the bloom, the weapon bullet, the random bullet deviation. It really kills some of the fun I've been having when I stream it. Like I'm still having fun. I still think the game is good. Maybe not as good as Battlefield 3 because that's kind of a hard height to reach, or Battlefield 1. But the game's bullet deviation is just, it's so terrible to deal with. Like there's nothing worse than losing a gunfight that you should have won because the bullet just decided, nope, I'm gonna whiz over his shoulder even though the reticle is dead on his damn chest. And it's really fucking bad. You really notice it when you use weapons like the RPK or the M60, which have extremely low rates of fire. Like they like, especially the M60s, like chugga 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 chugga. Like it's literally like that's what it sounds like. It's very, very fucking slow. So when bullets are not going where your reticle is, you're really failing on those weapons. And there's so many times the other day when I was streaming where I was using like the RPK or the M60, and I was like, this is bullshit. I can literally see my bullets going over his shoulder even though the reticle is on him. This is unfair. I'm getting outgunned at medium range by an SMG. Why does an SMG have better accuracy than a damn machine gun? Machine guns are made for sustained fire. And they say, well, you need to tap fire. I was tap firing. It still wasn't helping. And plus, machine guns are not, you're not supposed to tap fire a fucking machine gun. The whole point of a machine gun is big mag, lay down the fucking fire. That's the point of a damn machine gun.
I find it interesting that they would test out this implementation after launch day. Like this is the sort of thing that you would do like a test map and you would have various versions of scripts of these weapons, and you'd have it where you would see, okay, this is what this does. This scatter. This one is like perfectly straight. You would have tested this shit out either in pre-production or production. You're doing it at post-launch. That tells me this team hasn't quite figured out what they want to do, but they know they want to do something.
Yeah,
that
because
doesn't put confidence in.
Because in the beta, it wasn't like this. The weapons were a lot more accurate in the beta, and it felt fine. But I don't know if it's because some fucking weirdos out there were like, these weapons are too accurate. They're like laser beams. I'm like, oh yeah, so you mean a weapon? You know, a gun in real life? I don't know if these people have shot weapons in the real world, but there isn't bullet deviation. If there's bullet deviation, your gun's fucking broken. You need to go get your weapon checked out by an arms dealer. Something ain't right if your bullet's not going straight out the... Like, obviously, your bullet might deviate a little bit extreme ranges, especially if you're using something way outside of its effective range. Like, I don't expect a pistol to be super accurate at fucking 500 meters, right? But that's more just because of physics and drag and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But, like, last time I checked, assault rifles in the real world don't just have bullets going everywhere. They usually go where you're... As long as you're zeroed right, they should be going where your reticle's at or where your iron sights are at.
Whether it's Remington or I don't know if Smith & Wesson does rifles, but pick a rifle manufacturer. Their goal is to get that shell, or not the shell, the projectile is fucking straight as possible to where the only thing
Unlike me
causing it is your scope being off. But they want that thing as straight as fucking possible because they want to be able to advertise that the weapon shoots straight. And if you've got developers coming in and they're trying to add deviation to make it more difficult, that I don't have confidence in the development team then, because they're freaking out and they're just pushing buttons trying to figure something out. Oh, our weapons are shooting too straight. We've got to fix that? No.
That doesn't fix it. It just makes gunplay feel terrible because, like, I don't want to lose a gunfight just because RNG. Because it's all RNG. If I'm controlling the recoil, which I'm not saying I'm the best shot, you can watch my gameplay. There's times where I'm not hitting the broadside of a barn because I either panicked or something. But then there's other times where I'm obviously got the reticle on them. I'm pulling down on the mouse. I'm trying to keep the recoil in check. I'm even burst firing and, I'm not letting it loose. And the bullets are just not hitting where they should. I'm like, this is bullshit, bro. This is like, I want to use, like, when you look at weapons like the M60, it says it's a long range, hard hitting LMG. And it's supposed to be. It's the M60. That's a big ass fucking bullet. RPK is like a 7.62. But both these weapons, I kept using them. I was just like, there's so many times where I'm like, the bullets are just not going where they're supposed to, and this is not fun to deal with. I shouldn't need to fight RNG just to secure a kill. That's just ridiculous. And Battlefield 1 made this mistake too. I love Battlefield 1. But one of the worst parts of Battlefield 1 is the gunplay. Like, most of the weapons, if you're outside of their effective range, they literally don't do shit. You're not hitting anything at range at all with most of the weapons. That's just how it is. But for some reason, it doesn't feel as bullshit in Battlefield 1. I don't know if that's just because everything surrounding Battlefield 1 is so polished that you can kind of just let it slide or something just about the gunplay in Battlefield 1. It still sucks and you wish it wasn't there, but it doesn't feel as bullshittery as when you play Battlefield 6 and you're like, okay, something don't feel right. I'm using like these fucking state-of-the-art weapons that the military uses and they're not hitting their target. Like, even Arma and stuff doesn't have bullet deviation. They have high recoil, but your bullets go where they're supposed to in Arma. Because you think Arma is going to add fucking bullet deviation? The game would die overnight. Because every bullet matters in Arma.
We need an awards program. Hi, Hatara, by the way. Welcome. We need an award system similar to like what Ross Scott does for his games. He has one that calls guns shoot straight. You need to flip that. You got an award. Your gun doesn't shoot straight.
Yeah,
Here's a ribbon.
My gun is gay. It's all over the place. It can't. My gun is pansexual. It can't decide where it wants to go today. Man,
I was
today.
thinking in gender fluid.
Yes. We can't even decide its own gender. It can't decide where it wants to go today. It's just shoots wherever it wants to. I don't know. DICE is just like that. Unfortunately, DICE is one of those teams. It doesn't matter how many people go to other studios. Somehow they keep up their whole trend of like overreacting to or overcorrecting on everything. Every time like somebody says like, "Oh, this thing could be better," they're like, "Oh, okay." But then they go completely 180 when they should be 45 or maybe 90 degreeing. But they go 180. Like people said, "Oh, the maps are too big in Battlefield 2042." And then in Battlefield 6, they go too small. Now, I don't really mind the maps, but it's obviously a big contention that people are getting tired of like these smaller maps when they expect bigger maps. And that's because in 2042, people said these maps fucking suck. They're too big. They're too spacious. They're terrible for infantry. So like, okay, we hear you. So now they make them too small to where most of them don't work well for vehicle gameplay. They're very chaotic. And it's like, all you guys had to do was just make them a little bit smaller. We weren't asking for Call of Duty maps. We just said, don't do 2042. And it's not a big ask to not do 2042. Their maps were too fucking big and open, nothing on them, no detail, garbage, empty. Soulless is a good word for it, just like me. Like, but they went the opposite, and now they went too small. DICE does this every single time. In Battlefield 3, they did it from some of the things from Battlefield 3 to 4 they did. They do it a lot where people tell them this thing is not good in this game, and then they change it, and they go too far with their change. I think Battlefield 5 had this where at one point, I don't remember how long after release. After release, they decided they wanted to change the entirety of like the gunplay. They wanted to just, for some reason, completely change the gunplay of a game that's already been out for a while. Where I think they made the time to kill longer or something like that. And everybody's like, why? Nobody asked for this. Why you guys do this? Like,
Focus group.
That or I don't know. They must have that good shit over there in fucking Sweden. I don't know, man. They always make these asinine decisions, and it's like, guys, you guys are always like right there on the cusp of being a masterpiece. But then you guys make one little mistake, and you leave us all like mouth agape. Like, how did you guys come to this decision? I can't even see their train of thought. Like everybody in Battlefield 6 is like, oh, this gunplay feels good. Okay, we hear you. We're gonna ruin it. What? Whoa, calm down. Whoa, slow it down. Slowly roll, DICE. What do you mean? No, nobody said make the weapons fucking deviate all over the place. Don't listen to those fucking weirdos who are like, the guns are laser beams. Get good. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Guns are laser beams. I know, shocker. Guns are accurate. That's what they're supposed to do. Like, all they had to do was add a little bit more recoil, and then they could have called it a day. But they're like, nah.
That just tells me too much corporate oversight. Corporations don't know how to nudge things. Like modders, game developers, we know how to nudge something ever so slightly. Corporations, they have to go extreme because they want to see a very noticeable difference because they're tone deaf and they can't understand this shit because they're not gamers. But that just tells me corporate oversight.
And Scaly also made a good point. They've broken and refused to own up to it. And there's not even like a consensus whether it's working as intended or if it's a bug in of itself. Because at first, some of the I think it was one of the head guys of like EA or DICE or something that said basically gaslit the entire community when we were complaining about it and said, you guys just need to tap fire. I'm tap firing. It's not working, you dumbass. And like now they've acknowledged like, we'll look into it. I'm like, I bet you guys just don't want to acknowledge that you changed some code somewhere and it's not working like you thought it was. Do y'all even play y'all's own game? Because if you go play your own game and tap fire, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you can tap fire with some of those lower rate of fire LMGs. They still will not hit where my fucking reticle is going. You guys broke something. You guys tried to change. Like I said, this is just DICE. They try to fix something and they somehow break something. Like they even had to fix a bug where apparently a certain combination of attachments would fuck up the hit registration. Don't know how the fuck that happens, but they had to fix that
made me
bug.
think of. I was thinking about something. I was noticing Heck mentioned they got LA Noire. That's a pretty good game. I never finished it, but the little bit that I played, I actually enjoyed it. And I was thinking about
X for doubt. That's where
Doubt, yeah.
that's where that meme came from. What a legendary game just for that meme alone.
Just that. What is it? 100 hours of gameplay, one meme.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Advanced Warfare where you got like press F to pay respects.
That came from Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, there was a scene at the beginning after the prologue where some soldier dies and you're at his funeral and you literally have to pay.
I thought that was Metal Gear.
No, it was Advanced Warfare. You know, the one with Kevin Spacey where you're in the Humvee and he's like, "What you're seeing is Advanced Warfare." I was like, "Oh, he said the name of the game in the game." Oh my god.
He broke the wall. But no, what I was going to say, I was thinking, it was like 2 weeks ago, all these terrible games, the woke games, like take your pick, some shitty ass game. Do these developers, after they make them and they grind for so long and the game's released, do these developers go back and play their games?
Doubt it.
Like, do they think back long?
X for doubt.
I worked on Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I liked.
Oh no, I would not want that on my fucking resume. I would scrub that. I would scrub that in a heartbeat. I don't know.
Because I was when I did my my Half-Life 2 playthrough a while back, I put my little reskin of Alex Vance that I made, and I put it in there. And every time I saw it, no, there's plenty of. Well, there might not be plenty anymore, but there's like get the Fake Factory cinematic. Like he did a big boobied version of Alex.
Hell yeah!
But no, like I put my reskin in there because I made it, and I see Alex walking through, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I made that reskin. I like that reskin. Yeah, sure, there's probably better ones, but I made that one, and I like that one. I'm proud of that one.
This one is mine, and I like it.
It is mine. And I like it. Do other developers who work on shitty games, are they delusional or are they self-aware about whether or not they made a shitty game? Do they look back fondly on the work that they did?
I don't think DICE is confident. I think that's the problem. They're either they're not confident or they're overconfident. I can't decide which one it is. Maybe it is a little bit of both. Like they take every single criticism and they instantly change it. It's like, don't listen to every little criticism. Like, listen to I'm sorry, it's time to start gatekeeping. Don't listen to anybody that's not a long-time Battlefield player. If they're not a long-time Battlefield player, their opinion is invalidated. Just throw it out. Do not listen to it. Do not put it in the focus group studies. If they're not somebody that's been playing this franchise for a long time, do not listen to them. I'm sorry. It's time to start being an asshole and start gatekeeping these fucking people these tourists, as we would call it in the anime community. They're fucking tourists. They jumped onto the bandwagon because Battlefield 6 beta was super popular, and these people don't actually know like the long running history of Battlefield. It's like all the people that said, I don't like that they're making the movement is so slow and blah blah blah. I'm like, yes, that's what we Battlefield players want. We want slower, air quotes, clunkier movement. That's what Battlefield has always had. Go play Battlefield 3 or 4. There's no fucking jump sliding 360. There is some exploits, and there's been videos of people who really exploit some of the movement systems of those old games. But that's an outlier. Most players don't do that shit.
If you want a real good relic, go play 1942. Your run and your jump were so janky and you didn't even jump most of the time unless you absolutely needed to. You just didn't jump because it was so broken. Crouch and prone were janky as hell. Like, movement was a fucking miracle sometimes in that game. So you weren't going to be doing bunny hopping. And I mean, some people, you could time the jump and then the crouch and then the layover, which basically looked like what would be like a dolphin swim or something like that. But movement in that game, oh, it was bad.
I think even
But we still played it.
I think Battlefield's even like talked about slightly shifting the movement because people are to be closer to what the beta was. I'm like, no, just leave it. Don't. I know what you guys are gonna do. Don't even change it because I know what you guys are gonna do. You guys said you're gonna look into it. You're gonna possibly change it. You're gonna overcorrect. You guys have a very long track record of overcorrecting every single time you say you're gonna make a change. Just don't do it because I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna overcorrect it. Now it's gonna be more spammy and fucking all over the place, more than the beta was. I know I know what to expect every time you guys say you're gonna change something. It's the DICE formula. It's why we literally have the term DICE please, because DICE loves fucking changing things and having weird bugs in their games. Like it's something that it has a certain charm to it of playing Battlefield.
There's a charm to Battlefield versus playing Call of Duty. It's like the difference of Coke and Pepsi. It really is. Even though they're both shooters, the feel is different, the movement's different. Like it's like driving a different car. It's very different.
Call of Duty is like the Ultima that's going down the highway with the one taped up window and the bumper that's like bowing out like a goddamn 747. Like I saw Ultima coming up on behind me the other day on the highway, and like literally both clips on both sides of the bumper were apparently not intact because as they're going, the fucking both sides of the damn bumper were both like flapping in the wind and like bowing out. I'm like, bro, what is up? Why is it always the goddamn Ultimas, dude? Can none of you guys just have like intact pieces of the exterior? Is it that hard of an ask to just not have fucking a bumper that's barely holding on for dear life, fucking held on by a damn paperclip and some duct tape? Like, Jesus, mother of God, like fucking, you look at their back window and the tint is all fucking bubbled and it's like shitty purple tint too. It's purple and it's fucking bubbling and giving out. I'm like, Jesus, mother God, you got this shit ain't that hard to fix. Pull the bumper off. God damn, you look like a damn 747. And if you and you're just like Boeing, you're definitely gonna crash.
Yep.
Anyways, there's our obligatory Battlefield 6 coverage. Well, except for the fact. I almost forgot.
You were slightly bitching about the fact that I didn't get it, and then all of these things that they're doing make me say, I'm glad I didn't buy it.
It's still a good game. It's just it's like these little things that are just like irk you. Like every game's gonna have it, but it's even more sad when you have such a good game like Battlefield 6 that is being held back by these little like missteps. Like 2042 was so fucking bad that there was almost nothing redeemable to it. So like when like every little issue kind of got masked by the fact that the game was just overall bad. But Battlefield 6 is like mostly good, but you got these little things that's like, oh, DICE, god damn it. Why you guys do this? I mean, I guess you guys are keeping up with your reputation. I'll give you credit. You're very if nothing, you guys are very consistent when it comes to missteps and not hitting your mark 100% of the time. They are about to have I think in less than a week they're going to do part 1, I guess, of season 1's update. The unfortunate part is apparently the new map, Blackwell Fields, is not very good. It's just a map set in like rural California, like desert. It's not a very big map because there's that trend. But it's not very good. It's just a deserty area with a bunch of like oil things and some POIs are not very good. Just little construction site A kind of thing. And the air vehicles for some reason are on the map and they don't even have a lot of space to do what they want to do. It feels like a lot of the YouTubers who've gotten access to the map just said it feels like it was cobbled together, like it wasn't well thought out. But unfortunately, the second map that's going to come in November, that's forget what its official name.
Around the corner.
Yeah, I forget what its official name is. I think its code name is Eastwood. But apparently that one's actually really fucking good. It's like some suburb in like outside of Los Angeles. It's got like a golf course where you can ride in golf carts. It's got a bunch of little houses that you can fight in and blow up, and that apparently that map is fucking amazing. So I'm looking forward to that one. Maybe not as much Blackwell Fields, but I guess we'll see for ourselves when it comes out in about a week. So
sounds good.
There's that. Now I'm done with my Battlefield 6 coverage for the week. Karis, what was that? Bring up that thing about Take-Two. I'll let you take the floor on this one.
Yes, let's. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, what's all this other stuff? People, Skytex is posting a bunch of stuff. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Consume product, and then get excited for next product.
Okay, you're bringing it up as well. Okay.
Yeah, from GameDeveloper.com.
Yes, I go to these guys for some interesting stories. Not so much to say yes, I agree. Oh, geez, I'm getting pop-ups as well. I don't want to subscribe. Go the fuck away.
This is why I use Brave.
Yeah, I should have done that. So yeah, some CEO at Take-Two opened their big mouth and predicts that generative AI will create jobs, not kill them. And then their reasoning is the reason AI is so extraordinary right now is because what we will have is a combination of metadata with a parlor trick. I didn't actually read a lot of this ahead of time. We're all going to get used to it. Well, yeah, whether we want to or
let's
not.
see here. During a talk at the Paley Center for Media in San Francisco Bay Area on changing consumer trends in media, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick spoke about the current state of AI technologies in game development and how they will influence games in the future, along with expanding on his views on the nascent. What the heck does that word mean? Nascent technology, its limitations compared to human creativity, and how he believes it will lead to more employment opportunities, a theory that runs counter to the prediction of job losses made by other executives. He said this while responding to a question from fellow panelist Bob Pittman, CEO of iHeartMedia. What a person to have there. iHeartMedia? Who cares about fucking satellite radio, about the future of employment in a world with generative AI. It will not reduce employment, it will increase employment, he said. Technology always increases productivity, which in turn increases GDP, which in turn increases employment. And in 1865, 65% of the US workforce was involved in agriculture. Today, we produce food for America and the rest of the world, and 2% of the workforce is involved in agriculture. And I defy you to find anyone who recently said to you, "It's so horrible, I can't get a job as a farmer," and employment is way up. AI is a great thing. It's a great thing for every industry. Will it create a genius? No. Will it create hits? No. It's a bunch of data with a bunch of computers with a language model attached. Great.
Why are they bringing the agriculture example? That's a terrible example.
I think I know what he's trying to get at, but I'll expand on that in a second. These followed other comments where he described generative AI as a backward-looking technology unable to excel in a forward-looking creative field. Well, that's one hell of a damn 180. What is he, Dice? You have to look at it as a tool set. Our business has been involved with digital tools since its inception, said the CEO of the company soon to release GTA 5-6. I think we'll probably be able to create a bunch of efficiency, and we're already trying to do that. We've reviewed 200 different opportunities at any given time, but what AI is not going to do, because remember what AI is the combination of big data sets with a bunch of computers with a natural LLM, a large language model. And by definition, a data set is backward looking, while creativity is forward looking. To the extent that AI appears to be forward looking, it is what a predictive model is. This is just a bunch of fucking slop coming out of his mouth. The agriculture thing is weird because I think he's trying to say like, oh, we've progressed as a society. Now because we have technology, we don't have to have as many farmers as we once had because we have technology, meaning that farmers are not as needed as they once were. And obviously not. I think he's also trying to say not really a lot of people want to be a farmer. And I guess you're not wrong. I mean,
There's another reason though. Farmers are getting regulated out the ass, and they're being shut down, and they're losing their farms. They don't have money. They're being shut down by like John Deere and their subscription services. Lewis Rossman's got a series on that. But farmers are like so regulated and discriminated against that it's not it's not attractive to be a farmer. It has nothing to do with the advancement of technology.
Farmersonly.com.
Yeah, onlyfarmers.com.
No, there's actually a dating site called farmersonly.com.
Oh wow.
You didn't know that already? There was commercials for it. It was literally like, I don't think in the early 2000s that there was a lot of farmers, at least if we're going by Take Two, what's his name? Strauss Zillman, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a big enough market of fucking farmers that want to fuck each other, but sure. Probably just they're probably just fucking a cow.
There's only Arabs, the Arabic dating site.
Only Arabs, only Arabs, only Arabs.com.
Or it was like Arab Match or something like. It was some weird like tongue-in-cheek name.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. That's a terrible slogan. You don't have to be lonely at, like, they couldn't have come up with anything like clever with the fact that you're entirely focused on farmers. Like, you could have been like, pick your wife like you do your cotton, or I don't fucking know. like there's so many things that could have, like, why shove the corn cob in your ass when you can shove it in somebody else's ass? I don't know. And farmersonly.com, like, there's so much potential.
Yep, but instead they don't know how to be creative, apparently.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. I'm pretty sure that was literally the jingle. Maybe I'm just having a what's it called when you have a false memory?
You had the Mandela.
The Mandela. I think it's the Mandela effect. I believe
the interdimensional leakage.
Where you think it's the Berenstein Bears instead of, or Berenstein Bears or something like that.
Somebody was talking to me about this the other day, and I thought, wow, we're still talking about this.
I didn't know that the Berenstein Bears were Jewish. Or maybe it's actually John Steinbeck. I don't fucking know. Don't worry about it. Anyways, fucking
only farms.
This is such a stupid take from a CEO. I mean, shocker, a CEO having bad takes? Never. That never happens ever in the history of anything in the world.
And the fact that he says predicts, I'm going to presume he's going to be proven wrong.
He probably typed that in ChatGPT.
Yeah, I think so. Like,
ChatGPT, do you predict that AI will create jobs? Yes. Well, actually, wait. I just want for science.
Do it.
For science. Let's see. Will AI lead to more jobs in the future in contrast to loss of jobs? What does it say? That's one of the biggest open questions in economics and technology right now. And the honest answer is it depends. But let's unpack it clearly. AI is already displacing certain kinds of jobs, especially those that are repetitive, rule-based, or information-heavy, like data entry, customer support, bookkeeping, and some coding or writing tasks. However, it's also creating a surge in demand for roles like AI engineers. That's not... Okay, Mudhar. Machine learning infrastructure and model development specialist. Okay, Skytex. Product manager, ethicists, and AI auditors. Creative professionals...
Ethicists.
That's a made-up word. Creative professionals who use AI as a multiplier. What does that even mean? As a multiplier? Okay. And sure, AI doesn't eliminate work. It changes what work looks like. Okay, well, there you go. There's straight from the not the horse's mouth, but the zeros and ones mouth. Straight from the assembly code.
Pretty much. They loosely said yes. They threw a lot of legal jargon to say yes, it will within the next 5 to 10 years.
I think this is stupid to say because it does lead to less jobs. Because I mean, we've seen Activision literally using AI to generate art for like seasonal content. And it's probably because they just don't want to hire more artists who can be able to churn out the amount of live service content that they need to eke out. So they're just using fucking AI. Like when the contrast would be they should be just hiring more fucking artists. But no, they're like, no, we'll keep the artists we have now, but let's add in some AI. So it does displace possible jobs that could have been had. So I don't know what. Yes, it might create air quotes create jobs, but that's just you just have AI babysitters. That's what you're creating jobs in. AI babysitters and AI people to train AI models. But like that's like high level jobs. Like very high level jobs. It's displacing lower level jobs. That's the problem. Nobody's arguing that it's not going to create super high level paying, like high paying jobs. But like there's never really been an issue for jobs in like that kind of market. You know, there's always engineering jobs and stuff that will be there. Then nobody's arguing about that. We don't want all the lower the plebeian jobs to get replaced.
But that's what they want to replace is the plebeian jobs. I like that word plebeian.
The pleb jobs are the ones that affect way more people on a macro scale. Because like I said, there's always high paying jobs but those are always have been far and in between, right? Far in between, you know? Like they're there, but there's not a lot of them because you have to have a very high skill set to get them. That's why they pay so fucking much. Right? Yeah, those have always been there. But
sysadmin is 6 figures versus a texture artist because a sysadmin typically has a lot. The joke is that they wear like 13 hats because they fucking do. A texture artist doesn't wear 13 fucking hats typically. So they're not going to get paid as much.
So the AI, the biggest problem is that they're trying to replace all the lower level jobs. And that's the issue because that's the jobs that most regular people can get. Like if you're making these jobs that only like high level, like super smart people are going to get, like great for those smart people, but not all people are born with the intelligence to be able to aspire for those kinds of jobs. It's just how it is with the world. Not everybody's going to be a fucking engineer. Not everybody's going to be a damn mathematician. It is the way of the world. Some people are just built different. They can aspire to jobs like that. Not all of us can. So when you keep replacing all these lower level jobs that most regular people can get, that's where you start affecting the economy on the macro scale. Because now what are you going to tell them? Like, oh, it sucks that you lost your job. I guess you should just become an engineer.
Yeah, they literally will. I've heard those exact words. Well, you're just going to have to like increase your value. You're going to have to increase your skill set. Like, motherfucker, there's no way to increase my skill set without spending 6 figures.
That too. Yeah, that too. Also, it's kind of money gated and education gated too. So it's not as simple. Like the great thing about creative jobs is that you don't really need like formal education. You either have it or you don't. You're good at you can learn to get better at drawing, but some people are just good at drawing. Some people are not good at drawing.
I am not good at drawing.
Yeah, I'm not good at drawing either. That's why I do fucking Chat GPT. I guess I'm part of the problem, but I do hire artists when needed, and I don't have no problem with hiring a good artist like Hemi. Shout out to Hemi once again. Always does very, very good art for me whenever I commission them. But it is what it is. I'm not a fucking engineer. Unfortunately, I'm pretty smart, but I'm not good with math and stuff. So, and I don't really want to become good with math.
Oh, this gave me Scaly mentioned something that gave me an idea that I don't know if I can ever actually test out. Can AI replace the Democrats in Congress?
I mean, it can't be any worse than what we have now.
Like, how many seats are there in Congress? You know, split. What is it? 51-49 or whatever. Take all those positions and replace them all in a simulation with bots and give them their rules and and give them direction and see what happens.
To be fair, that most of them operate like fucking bots.
Yeah. But because they're now given a directive and they have to do a thing, how are they going to act differently than the way current politicians act in office? That'd be fascinating. I'd like to see that.
That
Someone
would
get a bot farm.
yeah, we're gonna bot farm in real life. Not in Battlefield 6, not in Portal, in the real world, in the 3D world. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the CEO saying something tone deaf. It's not really all that surprising. It's just, CEO says something kind of stupid. Well, what else? You gonna tell me the fucking sky is blue and that the rains create? I mean, the clouds create rain. Like, wow, breaking.
No, go with that back. The rains create clouds.
Yeah, breaking news: the rains create clouds. More at 9.
Yep.
It's like what the? It's like CEOs are always tone deaf. I don't know. There's barely any time where I've seen a CEO say anything that wasn't completely fucking brain dead. They're so disconnected from like the real world. They're driving their Ferraris and fucking hookers on their yachts.
Oh, they're so self-centered.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought for some reason I thought you were gonna say they self suck.
That too.
Yeah, they self suck. They suck their own dick. Yeah, suck dick.
There was one, the one CEO. I never met this.
I'm not gay.
That's what they say. Yeah, there was one that I never met, but I had heard that this CEO, if you were walking past him in the hallway and if you did not greet him, fired. Didn't matter what the situation was. Because he had such a tiny peepee, if you did not greet him and acknowledge him, you were fired. He would like pull the lever and you were gone. That was apparently the known rule. I was told this by my manager.
What is this? What is this? The damn military? You better whenever master sergeant person, colonel person comes in the room,
Yes.
you better salute.
Yep, salute.
What do people in the army usually say? It's like all in attention, or what's the term that they usually?
Hut, yeah.
Yeah, 10 hut, and everybody's like get like straight as a fucking nail.
Yep.
Standing in formation.
Yep, that's apparently that's what this $1.4 million a year CEO of a nonprofit that was also a sanctuary company. Who had 2 sets of books.
Non-profit, air quotes, except for the CEO. All the profit for him.
All of it, yeah. That's the thought process that this guy had. Thankfully, I never had to meet this piece of shit. But they're out there. They're absolutely out there.
I mean,
Son probably wishes he was one.
It's CEOs. What the hell do you even fucking expect at this point? But yeah, just another day. Terrible fucking CEOs saying terrible, dumb, tone deaf shit. What? It's not new. It's not really news.
From AAA, you don't hear this shit from indie. Never hear that. Well, the one time you do hear this shit from indie, people slam them. They slam the fuck out of them.
It's easy to slam them because they don't have as much layers of separation like these CEOs do. Yeah. Like I said, they're on their yachts fucking hookers and self sucking and stuff like that. You know, they don't really care about what us plebeians say. Oh, yeah. What do you drive? You only drive a 2024 Camry. XSC? I drive a fucking Ferrari 728 or whatever the fuck high-end fucking cars. McLaren or some bullshit. They don't care about what us dumbasses say. Wanted to make it wanted to make it to the meeting, but there was a line between the CEO was in the hall. What are you talking about? I don't know. Oh, I think he's like memeing like, I couldn't make it to the meeting, but there was a line because the CEO was in the hall. Oh, that's what he means. Yeah. Because everybody was lining up. So I'm sorry, I'm late, sir. The CEO was here.
I wonder if it, Cellular News did this, and I've never been able to find this interview. There was an interview, I think it was with Take-Two or one of those big CEOs, where they bitched about how PC gamers have it so easy because they
used Windows 11? No, we don't.
No, he was complaining that Steam users only buy games when they're on sale, and that's such a disrespect. And I'm thinking, so who's putting them on sale? Steam's not. They're not forcing your hand. Like, this is one thing Pirate Software's talked about is like Steam will offer the opportunity, but like the developer controls, or the developer or the publisher controls the price and whether or not something goes on sale. Not Steam, not Valve. So why are you bitching about players buying
Yeah,
a
that's
game
that's
when
why
it's on
Activision
sale?
games are still full price except for during a Steam summer sale or whatever.
Like, he's bitching about the problem that he started, and I wish I could find. I've spent months just every so often trying to find this fucking email.
Chat
I'm gonna
GPT?
have to go through. I tried that, and it came up with like one CEO, but it wasn't the exact quote. Like, I need to find the video with Bellular from like 2 or 3 years
Also,
ago.
he's toned up because the problem is most games are just not worth full price. They're not worth full price, or there's just too many games out there that are full price. We have to pick and choose. Sorry, it is what it is. Sometimes we want to play a game. We're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to. $70. I'll wait. You know, most games are. There's not a lot of games out there where you're like, I need it now. Like, I bought Battlefield
Yeah.
6, and that was like the first time I bought like a full price game in a long time because I needed to play it now. But most games, I'm like, I can wait. You know, it's not that big a deal. I can play it later. I'm not like clawing to get my hands on it right fucking now. You know, I guess I'm not giving into the FOMO. Like, I'll wait for a Steam summer sale. I might put it in a wish list. I'm mildly interested in it, but I'm not mildly interested enough to drop a 70 smackaroos plus tax.
There was an article. I have this in my memory because there was one article that I saw, and you can even just Google this. It's so recent. It claims that there's too many games, and what they're really bitching about is there's a lot of popular indie games. There's not enough AAA games that are getting successful. That the bitching now, and I call this out like probably 6 months to a year ago, that the increase of bitching towards indie would ramp up. And I thought about it. It's like, I know there was either a video or an article back in like the 2010s, and it was something along the lines of, "There's a video game for everyone. There's plenty of video games for everyone. There aren't too many." Like, I remember seeing an article like that, and I need to find that. I need to find the interview of the CEO, and I need to find this article saying that there's enough video games for everyone. Like, we don't have an extra surplus now because indies are going increasingly popular. Suddenly there's too many fucking video games. Huh. Interesting.
Interesting indeed. I want to take a moment to go over to a segment that I'm just gonna call This Week in TISM. That's what I'm gonna call it. This Week
like
in
that.
TISM. I'm just gonna pull up this image that fucking Skytex posted over in our chat, where OnlyFans star Lily Phillips, 23, is now sleeping with elderly men in nursing homes for their latest sex stunt. I love it. I mean, it's kind of old, but he posted, so.
Oh, of Kira. Yeah, Kira won't miss. Sure as hell not. Don't ask her about what is October 26th.
God damn, bro. Fucking elderly men. I mean, I know they need love too, but Jesus Christ, these goddamn entrepreneurs they know no bounds. I swear to God. I mean, this is not technically new news. By the way, at SkyTech, when we're doing This Week in TISM, try to find up to date stuff. Makes it better because it's supposed to be This Week in TISM. By the way, SkyTech, if you haven't posted anything for Reddit Roulette, you're fired.
He posted a picture.
I don't
But
want a picture. I want the Reddit post itself. God damn it. SkyTex, do your job. Or I'll abuse you more.
Job.
Yeah, do your non-existent job. While SkyTex probably hopefully works on that in the background. One thing I will bring up, let me see if I can, let me pull it up. I forgot to pull it up because I just remembered it. But old Steve had to deal with some bullshit again recently. Let's see if I can find it. It might have been on the second channel actually.
Oh, what happened now?
Let me see if was it.
Was he
trying to
hit
think.
with another Bloomberg bullshit?
Kinda.
That guy just can't. He just can't get a break.
Okay, I think it was on the second channel, not this channel. It might have been on the other channel.
Oh, the consumer
Yeah,
one.
I'm trying to find where the heck the link is for the second channel. Here it is.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's this video right here. So basically, he got hit with another copyright strike, but this time it wasn't not copyright strike, copyright claim. Let me be very clear, copyright claim. But he was hit with a copyright claim just recently by Epidemic Sound. You probably heard of them. They've done a lot of sponsoring of YouTubers because they do the whole subscription royalty-free music. You know, you subscribe, you can use their entire library of music in your content. And also, more relevant today, also a lot of companies will use Epidemic Sound to license stuff for like their marketing ads and stuff like that. So very, very, very well known, whatever you want to call them. A content distributor, licenser. I don't know which.
They're a media company.
Media company, whatever. But he got hit with a copyright claim on a pretty old video at this point. I think it's over a year old because it was talking about the 50 series NVIDIA cards. It wasn't something recent. So that's already kind of weird. Like getting hit with a copyright claim on like old content, kind of odd. But what makes it even funnier is not only is the clip extremely short, but the reason why he got hit with the claim is because he showed a short snippet of I believe it was an Asus trailer. Like a very short clip, and they used Epidemic Sounds in their little marketing blurb or whatever. And he got hit with a copyright claim for that short little clip that he used, giving commentary on the absurdity of the ad. And Epidemic Sounds like, man, and they didn't just claim, did a partial claim. I think they're trying to claim all of the monetization on the video.
Yeah, it was like $3,000 or something like that.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's retroactive. I'm pretty sure. I think it means that they take the money from the point of the claim onwards. Yeah. So they're not going to get any money from it because they get the money. The video is not evergreen. It's not going to get a massive amount of views from this point on because it's old news. So I don't even know what's the point. And you can't even say agree because they're not going to make any money off of an old video that's already made its money. That 3,000 or whatever he made on the video, he already made that. I'm pretty sure it's not retroactive. It would be broken if it was retroactive. So they're only going to be claiming, I think, a monetization if they're claiming any of it at all. It's only going to be from this point on. So it's going to be pennies, basically. But the funny part is he obviously repealed it because this is obvious fair use. And he gets a boilerplate, probably AI generated fucking bot thing that says, did you, we don't have on record active subscription with Epidemic Sound. Did you clear this video through the clearing tab on the website? I'm like, motherfucker, he's not signed up to your thing. He's trying to say that he used a small snippet from a client, from a subscriber of yours who themselves, like they used your, they have a subscription with your service. They licensed the music. He just used a small snippet for commentary and criticism. Like, bitch, did you even read the email? No, they didn't. It's probably fucking a bot that responded because you can tell by the boilerplate language used. Like the fact that they instantly went to, did you clear the video in the clearing tab? Blah blah blah. I'm like, bitch, did you read the email? That's he gave he even got he paid a lawyer to give a repeal. Like he didn't just say this is fair use. No, he paid a lawyer to write out the appeal.
He has one on retainer now because of the crap he's going through.
Yeah, it's just very expensive. So he paid money to repeal it, and they gave him a boilerplate response and rejection. And so he was left with a situation where I guess I haven't dealt with this claim. I get claims all the time because of like pre-stream music and stuff like that, but I don't really care because it doesn't really affect me. So I don't really repeal it. I've only repealed one, and it was on GingerCast when I was using the Donkey Kong water level music, and some channel somehow either automatically or manually tried to claim it, even though because I think they made like a remaster of the song at one point. I'm like, you can't claim a video. Even if I was using your version, I don't think you can still claim it because you don't even own the rights to the original song by Nintendo. I think Nintendo would like to have a little talk with you if you think that you have any copyright claim over their stuff. So, yeah, that was I instantly repealed that and said you don't own this song. Even if you made a remaster of it, you still don't even have a claim to that because you don't own the original song. So,
yeah,
fucking get fucked, retard. Anyways, so, how the claim system works, apparently, is when you get the first rejection, if you get a second rejection, now you get a copyright strike. Now, obviously, he doesn't want a copyright strike because he just dealt with Bloomberg getting that one reversed. So he's obviously not trying to get another fucking strike on his channel that he has to deal with and go through getting reversed. So he ended up having to pay his lawyers more money to go and try to handle this off of YouTube because he doesn't want to go through the repeal system because Epidemic Sound can just reject it again and he gets hit with a copyright strike. Which is so weird that system works like that. I thought it would work like the copyright strike system where if you repeal it, the company has to submit documentation showing that they're going through litigation to keep the video down.
That's what I thought as well. They must have changed something, which YouTube does phantom updates to their shit all the time.
I don't know if maybe the claim system works differently. I thought that's how it would work, is that if you, instead of going straight to a strike, it should be like, okay, well now, just like with the copyright strike, you need to show that you're going to sue the user for us to keep the video down. That's what happened with Bloomberg, where Bloomberg tried to reject their appeal or something at first, and they repealed it. And now Bloomberg was left with a situation where they needed to show that they were suing Gamers Nexus to keep the video down. Obviously, the video's back up. They didn't sue Gamers Nexus because they probably would have lost that fucking lawsuit pretty damn quick. So the video's back up. The strike was taken off his channel. He's just not trying to deal with that kind of shit happening again. I don't know. He definitely went scorched earth like he usually does and says he will never be using Epidemic Sound ever again because this is just garbage. I think I might have used a free trial of theirs once upon a time, way back in like college. I think the last one I used was audio, and I don't currently have a subscription to audio, but I did try to use audio. I dealt with one thing on one of Cody's videos where for some reason the video was claimed for like 3 days until I got it. I had to submit that I had a license to use it, which was fun to deal with because Cody was not happy. I was trying to go the route of being legit by using actual licensed music or whatever through a platform, and it kind of backfired, but that's neither here nor there. But it served the purpose of directing traffic to their site and paywall while the claim was in place. But it doesn't even hold up. And the fact that it was claimed on a video that's old. So it was claimed on an old video, and then when he repealed it, somebody manually confirmed the repeal or manually confirmed the claim, which is like, bro, it was literally a couple of seconds. I'm pretty sure that falls very clearly into fair use, not even adding into the fact that he gave criticism and commentary about the short snippet. Like it's a slam dunk case of fair use. So like, I don't know what Epidemic Sound or whoever is managing this kind of shit is doing, but they basically just fucking served a plate of bad PR for all of Epidemic Sound.
Yeah. And I do get what Scaly was talking about. Bloomberg was trying to redirect to their site because they want fucking money, and they don't want someone like Steve possibly profiting off of their article.
It's not his fault that their piece on the AI stuff was terrible, because apparently they weren't able to get nearly the interviews and inside scoop that Steve was able to. So they put out their own video about it, but it was fucking garbage in comparison.
Probably because no one wants to fucking talk to Bloomberg anymore.
that or the reporter just didn't know how to do his fucking job. I don't know. It's hard to
That,
say,
yeah.
but they put it out shortly before his video came out, and rightfully people are saying it was probably just petty. They're just mad that their video was fucking dog shit, and that Steve came out with a fucking just massive feature-length film where he got to talk to the guys on the inside. He got to like really get to see into the operations and get to talk to people that I'm surprised he even talked on camera. It's fucking amazing. He did what fucking Bloomberg, a massive billion-dollar company, couldn't fucking do.
He did what Vice Media used to do. Way back when Vice first was, but when Tim Pool was still part of it, Vice Media used to go undercover and do some, like, they'd be interviewing like some gnarly shit people who were part of cartels and mafia, and they blur and mask their face. Like, when I saw that, I was like, Steve, like, this is shit that people don't do anymore. Like, what the hell? Well done.
Do you have Scaly? I think Bloomberg's video came out before Steve's, actually. If I remember correctly, he even showed, like, it was very funny. You could see the statistics when his video went down. All of a sudden, their views went up on their shitty video.
Oh, convenient.
Yeah, how convenient that they take down his good video. Now all of a sudden, their shitty video goes up in views. Although some of them were probably just coming there just to say like how terrible the video is and how Bloomberg's fucking sucked dog water. They self-suck.
I totally missed. I missed the part where Alan Jones was going to bed. Good night, Alan.
I missed that too.
Sorry, I missed it.
Later, Alan. But yeah, fucking when are people gonna learn? I've said this before. When are people gonna learn to stop messing with Gamers Nexus? His autism is unmatched. Stop it. Stop. He will put down the money. He will put his money where his mouth is. He will show up at your headquarters. This man has fucking. He might go off the TISM a little bit and be a little bit petty, like with the Lions stuff. I'll give him flack for that. But just like with Louis Rossman, he will take action. He has fucking balls of steel. The man showed up to Bloomberg's headquarters just because they fucking gave him a copyright claim. He literally like showed up to their doorstep to try to talk to them just over a copyright claim. Like the man is not to be fucked with. He showed up to multiple companies whenever he was doing scoops on them, and he grilled them with some hard ass questions and made those CEOs and executives squirm. People have got to learn. Do not fuck with Steve from Gamers Nexus.
He had one of the VPs or one of the marketing people from Newegg and Steve was nervous, but I think the VPs were even more nervous because the entire internet was pointing at Newegg saying, you fucked up. And then Steve comes in and is like, you did this and you did this and you did this. And it would be important if you didn't fuck up anymore. And they had nothing. They literally had nothing other than, well, please forgive us.
They tried to squirm with PR talk.
Yeah.
Like executives always do. They're like, they always pull out like the base shit that you can probably generate on ChatGPT now. Like we should just replace them with ChatGPT at this point because what they spit out sounds like something generated with fucking an LLM. Like Jesus Christ, it's always PR speak. Like no, you're getting grilled by Gamers Nexus. You better choose your words wisely and don't fucking hit us with that boilerplate shit because we're gonna see right through it. You're dealing with autistic tech Jesus. There's two people in the tech space you do not fuck with. Steve and Louis Rossman. But people keep time and time again fucking with Steve and Louis Rossman. And then they wonder why their ass starts to be a little sore.
Yeah.
Because they keep fucking with the people with the most weaponized autism this side of the goddamn internet since 4chan.
Lewis's TISM allows him to speak really fast and pull any he has like a photographic memory. He can pull any memory up and just throw like he is a master debater and he probably doesn't even know it. Where Steve, he doesn't want to topple governments yet. He still is nervous, but when he gets angry, it slips out, and he
That's
just
that's
starts
because
throwing
Lewis
shit.
that's because Lewis Rossman's from fucking New York. He's got that
Yes.
he's got that New York to him, and New York makes you a very very strong motherfucker. You have to be one strong-willed individual to live and deal with New York, let alone New York City like he was dealing with. So Lewis Rossman is black pill beyond belief. He hates the world. He hates a lot of things around him. He wants to watch people burn, and we love him for it. He also gets involved in petty shit every once in a while, but man, when he speaks about what he's good at, it's scary.
I didn't realize this. He's in Denver right now. He was doing some protest somewhere in Denver, and I didn't even know it. I got back to my hotel and I opened up YouTube and was like, Lewis is in fucking Denver? God damn it!
Oh, he's been around. He's been around all kinds of places. Apparently, he was in Vidor, Texas, not too long ago, because Vidor was fighting to make sure that they didn't fucking bring in flock AI surveillance cameras.
That's right. Yeah.
Because that shit's been a problem in a lot of major cities. I don't know why they try to put them up in Vidor, Texas. Like, Vidor's not even a fucking major city. Like, why is flocking?
No.
Why would you even want to? Okay, I mean, it is Vidor. I mean, the sundown town. But out of all places to put your goddamn expensive ass cameras, Vidor, Texas. I think
Vidor, Texas.
I'm pretty sure Houston shut that shit down. I think, or Harris County as a whole, I think, shut it down. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I was watching a lot of those videos while I was driving up to Dallas. So some of the details were kind of just whisking by me that evening. But mother of God, those flock AI cameras, that's a whole rabbit hole that some people, if you're curious, go down that rabbit hole. Because some dystopian bullshit out there. These companies, oof. You can 3D print silicone molds for fleshlights, aka print this out, pour liquid silicone in, and boom, you get a fleshlight. Yay? This is, if I had money, I think I would buy a Skytex a 3D printer just to watch the world burn, because I would just want to see what the hell he's gonna do with it.
When I worked at Lowe's, there was this guy that came. This was I left in 2015, so like, go figure on the popularity of 3D printers. This guy came in, he had the sprocket, and he was wanting a specific screw for this sprocket. And of course, we didn't have it because Lowe's only gives a shit about the top 50 most popular nuts and bolts of the area. They're not like Ace Hardware where you get some more specific stuff. But he's asking for this thing, and I have to qualify him. I'm like, what are you building? Because I see you got this thing, and it was like this bright red sprocket, and I'd never seen a 3D printed item before, so it looked weird. He said, "Oh, I'm 3D printing a 3D printer." I was like, "What?" Yeah, I'm making a 3D printer using a 3D printer, and I just thought, you have one. You already have one. You won.
It's like the Minecraft duplication glitch in real life.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I understood, he wanted to see if he could make the thing, but just the silliness of it's like, you already fucking have it. Just give up.
I want a 3D printer, but I'm not somebody that's probably planning to fucking learn how to do CAD, so I would have to rely on other people for things to print, which would make me less likely to want to use it. Because if I have to rely on what people put out, or even worse, having to hire somebody to do all the modeling for me just so I can print it out, I don't know. I don't know if I would get a return on that investment.
It is a rabbit hole. It really is. And it's one that it's expensive at times, and it's tedious, and I got too much shit in my life to deal with a 3D printer. If someone wants to get a 3D printer, I'll go look at it, it's like, oh, cool. Okay, cool. Maybe after being around it enough times, I might be curious, but just getting one cold turkey, no.
It's like,
I'm not interested.
I would only want one to maybe print out, I don't know, some useful things I could probably use for my setup. You know, things that maybe I can't, maybe things I can't. Yeah, things I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna print it in nylon and shove a nylon dildo up my ass.
There was one guy. He made a sword. It was a banana sword, and it was like molded in such a way that like you fling it out and the sword extends. But when you first look at it, it's like, is this a banana? You're gonna shove this up your ass, and then shing, this 4-foot like curved sword comes out, and it's like, oh shit, like this is really cool actually.
You got old and
So
rusty.
there's
If
that.
I was gonna get a 3D printer, I would be wanting to get one of the nice bamboo ones, but they're kind of expensive. But like I said, I would need to actually have like a use for it, because I really don't need more tech that just sits in my room and doesn't get used. Why do you think I've been giving shit to Skytex? I just have too much shit. I just gave them a free microphone and an $80 link cable for that Quest 2 that I already gave them. Although I just forgot to give them the cable at the time I even gave them the Quest 2. So I was just kind of coming around to getting that done. But I don't need more fucking tech. I already got so much shit. So I definitely don't need like a big ass 3D printer in my room unless I'm gonna really be using it a lot to print actual things. So get me a printer and I'll print out whatever you need. That'd be, I barely see you but like once every, like maybe a couple times a year. That'd be a pain in the ass. Like, oh, it's like hold this thing for months. That'd be kind of a, yeah, I'd be better off fucking paying some like service, because there's a lot of online services where you can like send in like a design or whatever, and the company will print it out and ship it to you and stuff. That would make more sense. This thing called the mail.
Snail mail. Yay.
Yes, yay, snail mail. I'll get it in 7 to 14 business days. Yay. I don't know about that one. Skytex, where's the Reddit roulettes? You're slacking. After the fish and chips I bought you, this is how you repay me.
If we're moving on to that, I'm gonna use the bathroom. So
Probably a good time for a bathroom break. Shipping and handling. 3 easy payments. Ship and handle these balls. Use some of the shit I put in the side chat. None of those are links. So what do you mean? None of that's even links. Reddit Roulette needs links. And only one of these is Reddit, and that's a picture. That's not Reddit Roulette. It's gotta be from Reddit, Skytex. It's called Reddit Roulette, not Internet Roulette. But while Karis is away bleeding his lizard, I just have a question for the chat.
Suck a dick? No, I'm not gay.
Suck dick? No, I'm not gay. Picture roulette? Ew. I don't even want to start a segment like that, because you'll probably be sending me some bullshit. For this week in TISM though, I would like some stuff from preferably the week of the show that is something stupid. I know Skytex is good at finding dumb things. I don't know how he finds them. I can scroll on Twitter and find dumb things, but I never find my Twitter algorithm is just, it's too tailored at this point. So I might be able to find something stupid, but it's so tailored that it'll all start to blend together. You know what I mean? Oh, there's the actual Reddit post. There we go. See, you did that. That's all I was asking for. I don't know why you gave me a picture at first. Anyway, why the hell would you give me a picture? God damn it. Anyways, we got the first link finally, so I guess we can move into Reddit Roulette.
No, I'm not gay.
At the same, no, they overlapped. God. Yeah, that. Ooh woo. Oh wait, I forgot this is in the wrong fucking browser. Always forget that it opens up in that browser. I need it on Brave for my privacy. Get this out the way. All right, so first for Reddit Roulette, we have from r/the 10th dentist. That's an interesting roulette, to say the least. Or Reddit subreddit, whatever. Anyways, as a straight man, vaginas are badly optimized interfaces, and I would prefer them evolutionarily eradicated. Oh, okay. Well, tell me more. Convince me of. That's a good thesis. You hooked me with
Sell
your
me a
thesis.
bridge.
Yeah, let's see what his hypotenuse is here. I'm a straight man. I love women. I'm not closeted. I'm not trolling. Are you sure about
Smith.
that? Yeah, X for doubt. I'm just done pretending that vaginas are these sacred, sexy temples of divine femininity. They're not. They're a mess, both in design and function. If evolution had any sense of symmetry, women would have ended up with penises, and the world would be better for it. Straight man, by the way. Aesthetically speaking, vaginas are chaos incarnate. They hardly make any sense. There's no standard layout, no symmetry, no visual logic, folds on folds, lips of random lengths, hidden bits, and inconsistent shapes. Compare that to the penis. Sleek, functional, symmetric.
This guy's gay.
Whether
This guy's
flaccid or hard, it has cohesive structure. Vaginas look like they're trying to be secretive.
Secretive.
You can't see me. I'm hiding. My precious.
The clitoris is great. So why is it buried? The main engine of the female pleasure, which is the clitoris, is basically buried treasure with map prerequisite and terms and conditions wall of text that you have to read and agree. You need to spread folds, shift skin, and sometimes ask for directions. No, not the clitoris is usually in a pretty easy place. Whatever. If women had
5 inches, turn right.
Yes. If women had small penises instead, like literally just the clit externalized, it makes so much more sense. Easy to find, easy to stimulate, easy to please. No more pretending like we all instinctively know the move. Looking at you, Helen. Helena? Or are you involved in this? I knew you and that milking farm were going to some deep dark places, you bastard. It would make mutual pleasure so much more straightforward and honest. If a woman wants sex with me, cool. But I should not be needing PhD in female anatomy to deliver whatever she expects me to deliver. Then, speaking of health, vaginas are a high maintenance liability.
Hold up. PhD. He doesn't want a post-hole digging certificate.
He just become a guy in college. It's not that hard. You read some books. They might be 20 years old, but your health class has them. I don't know why cats keep pretending like. I don't know why cats keep pretending like the vagina is low effort. What do you mean by cats?
What?
Okay. Don't. You know what? No, I'm not going to even.
It's fine.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Just moving on. It's an internal organ exposed to the outside world. Constant discharge. Blood once a month. pH balance issues. Yeast infections. Bacterial vaginosis. UTIs from having sex too rough or wiping the wrong direction. It's like maintaining a biohazard you can't even fully see. I just wash penis with soap. Done. If women had external genitalia like men, half of the medical aisle would be obsolete. Oh, big vaginal. I fucking hate big vaginal.
We got another one. Big color and big
big vaginal.
Big vaginal.
God damn it, big vaginal. I knew it always comes down to something, man. They're taking over the goddamn the whole aisle. You motherfuckers. Vaggies are reason sex is less satisfying than it should be. Vaggies? Fucking veggie tails? Veggie tails. Is that what the cucumber in that show is for? I knew it.
It's like gummy bears. You get the gummy bears theme, but with veggies.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear. Gummy bear. Foot in bear trap. Ah! You ever seen that from Robot Chicken?
Oh no, I missed that episode.
God damn it, bro. That's peak right there. Big Adult Swim. That's the only big that we're okay with. Big vaginal. That's the one to be watching for.
Apparently, this guy wants big.
As a straight man.
No, X'd it out.
As a straight man, I want to love vaginal sex, but it's unpredictable. Sometimes it's too tight. There's no such thing as too tight, my boy. That's where you're wrong. Sometimes there's no sensation. Sometimes the angle is wrong and it just hurts her. Meanwhilest, that's not a word, by the way. Meanwhilest,
Yep.
that's not a word, sir. Whilst is a word, but I don't think meanwhilest is a word. If both partners had penises, you could clear stimulation, shared mechanics, and direct communication. Sex would be more mutual instead of this asymmetric guessing game where one person is always hoping they did enough. Society would function differently and better at that because a lot of toxic gender dynamics come from the invisibility of female desire. If women had visible arousal like a literal bulge, I mean, there's women out there like that now. We're in 2025, buddy. You can find women with bulges. If they had a visible arousal like a literal bulge when turned on, people might actually take their sexuality seriously. No more she's playing hard to get games. No more stigma around women initiating. If she's hard, she's horny. Simple, equal, transparent. That alone could kill half of the patriarchy sexual double standards. Oh God, the patriarchy. Why shame? Women's clothes are designed around hiding a secret. Pads, tampons, panty liners are what it's called. They are all shame, silence. I just walk without having to pretend I'm shy of my anatomy. Imagine if women had external genitalia. Then there'd be no cultural obsession with tightness or virginity. No more locker room myths. Just genital equality. Out in the open. No more euphemisms. No more taboo. Just body parts. In fact, even porn would benefit. You ever notice how weird vaginas look in porn unless the angle is just right? It's often just some weird fleshy portal. And
He's done his research.
Calm down, Valve. This is not the portal I was signing up for. God damn. When they said thinking portals when I was playing Splitgate, I wasn't thinking of a big vaginal. And the camera's trying to find a way to make it look like anything other than what it is. So small. Feminine plunness would solve that. What words is he pulling out of his fucking bag? He must be pulling out of the vaginal portal that he's been talking about here.
Is that phallus? Feminine phallus?
Oh yeah, phallus. Yeah, feminine phallus. Nobody says phallus. What are you? You sound like you have a PhD. You're using words like phallus and meanwhilest. It's like, what? I'm not saying we scrap vaginas tomorrow. All right, women, you heard him. Don't throw your vagina out with the baby water. Wait.
Yet.
Yes. Don't throw your vagina out just yet. Hear him out. I'm saying, if you remove emotion, social programming, and 200,000 years of conditioning, the vagina is a badly optimized interface, high maintenance, hard to navigate, and visually chaotic. The penis, despite its own disadvantages, is a superior design, and if women had it streamlined, sensitive, and functional, the world would be simpler, sex would be clear, and culture would be more honest. The patriarchy is gone. The wage gap is gone. Oh, wait, that's just with Rib Wallet.
Just get Rib Wallet.
Ribbed-wallet.com, boys. Don't forget. This isn't about being gay, insecure, or onto some shit. It's about seeing past the worship and calling out a flawed design when I see one. Edit, to cats who are seriously saying this means I'm gay, imagine 50 Cent with a vagina and Jennifer Lopez with a penis. Which one is more feminine? Oh, okay. ChatGPT, draw 50 Cent with a vagina and Jennifer Lopez with a massive schlong on her. To women and edit number 2, to women who are saying that this insults women, you are implying that womanhood is about sexual genitalia, effectively sexualizing women, which is exactly what your textbook misogynist would do. Bro, you just say you're gay.
I'm trying to look up what he's talking about with cat, other than an animal, and I'm.
Is this guy black or something? The only people I know who just call people cats are black. I think he might be black. No disrespect. No racism. But the only people I've ever seen call people cats, they're black. Cause that's like an old term. I feel like pimps would say. You ever heard that? You never seen that term?
I might have heard it. I think I've seen it, just not enough for it to be common.
I don't know. It's not a term I fucking use. This is where you play that clip. I have relationships with women and sex with men. That's what I'm like. Dude, just say you're gay. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you like penises, you like penises. You know, I've sucked a dick or two in my lifetime. It's fine. I do a. Yes, ooh. But I'm not gay. I'm not gay though. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not gay.
Yeah. No, I'm not gay. It's a crime not to finish off the homie. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, vaginas are weird. Although I will say, if your pedestal is vaginas that you see in porn, then you're already doing things wrong. Because I don't feel like you're gonna get the best looking vaginas in porn. That's where you're gonna get the meat curtains and the Arby's sandwich. Yeah. And the hot dog down the hallway, yes. And by the way, a vagina can never be too tight. What the fuck are you even saying? I want my shit to be in a hydraulic press. I want to feel like I'm squeezing that shit into a fucking Cheerio. Like, god damn.
You want the Kegels to nearly lip you off.
And how does sex work if you eradicate the vaginas? I guess we're all having anal?
He hasn't really considered that one, but yeah, how are you going to reproduce if you've got two
babies are coming out the ass? Now we're gonna be shitting out babies, literally. I don't know. That sounds like a worse future in my opinion, in my humble opinion. You know, just an autistic man on the internet. But I don't know if you want babies coming out the ass. You talk about like, oh, the blood and stuff. I'm like, technically, like this is where we need the emoji. Technically, the blood is not coming from the vagina; it's coming from the uterus. It's basically the shedding of the uterine walls once a month. Cause
don't even get us started on endometriosis. That's a whole nother.
Don't get me started on osmosis. Don't get me started on photosynthesis. He wants to have sex with chickens, one hole to rule them all.
This guy, oh my god, this guy has put some thought into this. I
think he's just gay.
He wants to be, but he understands that there's a stigma tied to it, so he's afraid to.
Just get with trans women. They look like women, but they have schlongs. They got bulges. You're talking about like, oh, think of a future where, you know, if a woman's aroused, she has a bulge. I'm like, okay, they exist.
One of the things that pisses off a lot of jocks and a lot of like alpha males is pisses them off against
when a woman has a bigger dick than them.
That, and also when the trans woman looks more feminine than some of the actual women.
Oh, I see that all the time, man. I'll see this woman like, god damn, they look better than like 90% of the women I see at a Walmart. God damn, like I go in the Walmart, this woman looks like a damn bulldog. There was a girl. Oh man, I feel slightly bad about saying this, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I kind of feel bad for her. She looked like her face. She had the face of a goddamn bulldog, bro. She was ugly as sin and fat. That didn't help. I don't even think if she was not fat, it wouldn't have helped. She was ugly as hell. My God, was she unattractive? I almost felt bad for her. I was like, oh my Lord, the genes that came together to create this girl. My God, I love the Punnett Square. I don't even know if the Punnett Square can even explain how she came out looking. Like, I want to see her parents. I want to see the mom and dad. Like, God damn.
Yeah, there's a There's a joke that George Carlin talked about with like a.
She makes Skytex look like a 10 out of 10.
There you go, Skytex. There you go. George Carlin told this joke once of like this like 500-pound woman and this like 120-pound guy, and he asked the question, "Do these people fuck? Are these people capable of having sex?"
According to Boogie, yes. Yeah, now you might pay for a lot of hookers, but man, I kind of feel bad for man. I want to hear the stories from that whatever her name is, the girl that said I would smash, because she looks like my ex-girlfriend. The offer's still on the table, by the way, to whatever her name is. If you get tired of Boogie, come on over to the G comedy side. My dick might be small. That's it.
And that's it.
that's it. My dick might be small. Full stop. The end. When you fall out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down, exactly.
No.
I am a 10 out of 10. Yeah, right. Okay, Skytex.
The ugly tree grows through people.
Although I will say Skytex has way more sex than me, but I find that it's funny that you bring up the Carlin or whatever, because like fat people seem to have more sex than normal BMI people. Skytex has had more sex probably in the past couple months since becoming single than I have in my entirety of my life.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump that shit up.
Yeah, and you get the dick pump. Yes. Although I think me and Skytex discussed this while we're sitting outside the restaurant for Mark to get off. Once when you're that size, all sense of like your standards are way low, and you just don't give a shit. So it leads to more sex, because when you don't have standards, you'll just fuck anything. You know, they don't need to be that good looking. A hole's a goal, as Skytex always says. I'm like, damn, I almost wish I kind of could understand that standpoint, because I unfortunately have standards. I don't just want to fuck anything. I don't like fat bitches. I'm sorry. It is what it is, bro. The fat bitches deserve love too. And then there's a Tyrone out there that will love all your folds and labias and meanwhilst he's, you know, like, but unfortunately for me, I don't have that mindset. Skytex does. Good for you, Skytex. Sometimes I envy you, in a way. Kinda. Don't get a big head though. Don't get a big head. This is coming from a 5 out of 10. I'm like a 5 out of 10 on a good day, but that's okay. It's okay. It's big vaginal. God damn it, big vaginal. I think I created another meme for the channel. Big vaginal. Yep. God damn it, big vaginal. What did the comments even say?
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to them. Holy shit.
See, but if women had penises like you suggest, then we'd be looking at a hyena birth situation, which is arguably more painful and less evolutionary. Wait, what? I gotta click on this link.
The hell?
Huh? Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
The females have dicks in the species of hyenas.
Wait, then where's they have a vagina, but how you access it? Through the butt?
Maybe you fertilize through the ass.
One hole to rule them all, I guess. What the hell? Okay, hyenas are built different. I didn't know that. Now I know that female hyenas are chicks with dicks by evolution. They come out the womb already chicks with dicks.
I've learned something new today.
Yeah, I love Animal Kingdom or something. This is truly This is truly a take of all time. This is definitely a 100th dentist take. What is this subreddit? The 10th dentist. Oh, wait a minute, I get it. Because you know how they say 9 you'd be like on Colgate. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this toothpaste. I'm like, where's that? What was that? The 10th dentist. What did he say about Colgate?
This is the one.
Wait, we have to look at some of these takes then, because this has got to be great. I want to see the top one right now. The government should take some of our tax money and gamble it at casinos. They already do. They
Yeah,
probably
it's called
already
war.
do. I think this would be a good way to pay off debts and would help to stimulate the economy. Obviously, we only use a small percentage, like 0.1% to 2%. But we do what we do is hire professional poker players and big casino whales and give them a budget with a mandatory return on investment. We do this with two kinds of games, blackjack and Texas Hold'em. Hell yeah, brother, Texas Hold'em. These games are more skill-based than things like roulette, and you can make a lot of money on it. I think this is a great solution and a win-win for everyone. Players get hired by the government makes money, and casinos get a piece of the money, which is taxed by the government. This is definitely a take. I don't know if I agree or disagree. I can see the logic here, but this is definitely
This makes him up.
the 10th dentist.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is going to be a great one. Little kids should not be exposed to kissing. I mean, kid films and such always have kissing, and parents often kiss in front of kids. And they think that's normal because they're so exposed to it. But do you have any idea how difficult it is to convince a 5-year-old that they can't just go around kissing anyone and everyone? Oh, you have to be married first. But the princess wasn't married. It's yucky. Then why does mommy do it? Oh, give me a break and quit exposing your kids to kissing if you're not going to talk consent. What? Definitely the dentist said this. Like, what? I mean, you could just teach your kids what kissing is.
And boundaries.
Yeah.
I get what this person's frustrated over. The age of 5 is a terrible age because they start questioning, they start wanting to get involved, they start thinking more. If you try and throw logic on them, they flip it around on you. Like 5 is a very frustrating year to raise a child. So I get what he's talking about, but you have to think. You have to become smarter than the child, and it involves.
Man, when I was like 5 or 6, I think I was so retarded back then. I think I would tell my mama I wanted to marry her when I became an adult. But I was like 5 or 6,
Wow.
okay? I didn't understand how that shit worked. Maybe it's just living in the South. I don't know. Obviously, I did not hold to that state of mind very long into my future, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you're either super stupid as a 5-year-old or you're smart enough to ask too many fucking questions. And this we found out which one this is.
Yeah, just teach your kids consent. I don't know what to say. Let's see if there's any more on here. Oh, this is a take I actually do agree. Wait, I don't agree with this. As a woman, I do not want big pockets on my clothing, especially not dresses. It seems the new trend the past few years is to add big pockets to women's clothes because so many women were complaining that our clothes lack pockets compared to men's. Many women don't like purses. It's a big thing with dresses especially. It's treated like this huge benefit that the dress has pockets. Me? Not a fan, especially with dresses. What would I put in there? My phone or wallet could make the dress sag down. It feels uncomfortable to stuff things in my pockets. I don't want to sit on my phone. I don't want anything rubbing into me. I don't want bulky pockets. I want a slim silhouette. I enjoy cute purses and putting whatever I want in them. I mean, you do
go with it.
You have an extra purse that you can use, but that's not here nor there. No, I do not agree with you. Women, especially women's jeans. Oh my God, I have so many pairs of women's jeans in my closet because my brother kept giving them to me. I can't fit shit in there. I can barely fit my wallet. I'm like, why? How much more does it cost to just add a little bit more fabric to that little pocket liner or whatever that's like 2 millimeters thick? Like, just add pockets. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to go get a Michael Kors bag for $10,000.
Oh, yeah, or gotta get your Versace and your Louis Vuitton. I'll just go get the knockoff. She can put it in big vaginal.
What brand is that? Big vaginal.
Just hey, wait a minute. I think we should expand the ribbed wallet lineup. I think we should add big vaginal. It should be a handbag where the zipper on the top kind of resembles a vagina, and there's just V's all over the bag.
Oh, jeez.
Scaly, Skytex, somebody get on this, but it can't be super vulgar. It has to only resemble a vagina. Okay? Karis, I'm gonna need you to go get the domain bigvaginal.com.
No. I think I could just add to it. I can just do like ribwallet.com/bigvaginal.
ribwallet.com/bigvaginal. Pockets are visual accessories on women's jeans. Their primary number one focus is to draw attention to her ass. Yeah, but what did the pockets don't take away from the ass, okay? I don't get it. Have pockets, bro. Like,
there's a reason the pocket doesn't cover the ass crack line.
And also, who really puts things in their back pocket? I don't. You know why I don't sit on my phone? Because I don't put things in my back pocket. I don't put a wallet in my back pocket. It's always in a side pocket. Why would I put it in my back pocket? I don't want to sit on anything. Really, it's uncomfortable.
We had an entire episode of Seinfeld where George had his wallet in his back pocket and it kept messing his back up. So he would like take a wad of napkins and he would balance out the weight. And as he was sitting down, the candy in his wallet crushed and it made him lopsided again. This is a thing. This is an episode of Seinfeld.
Makes her hips look fat. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. This is definitely a subreddit that could be rabbit hole because there's probably some good takes. What is this other one he gave me? Let's see here. Let me pull this up on the right browser this time. No, that's the wrong link. I guess I copied the wrong one. All right, this is from r/insanepeople Facebook. Well, it's Facebook, so that's not really all that surprising. Coca-Cola is all a satanic plan to ruin fertility. Oh no, not Big Cola. God damn it.
Sell me this bridge. I want to hear this.
Yeah, let's see here. Coca-Cola lovers, it's time to stop drinking that demonic poison. It's like the monster shit all over again. Just another example of how the devil is always hidden in the details. The reason why so many people are addicted to these horrible sodas is because it's basically witchcraft in a bottle. They are putting tons of natural flavors in these drinks, which God only knows what truly consists of. They can basically get away with anything.
Beaver juice.
Just throwing this out there, but the Coca-Cola picture on it on its side looks like a uterus with the ovaries up above. First thing that came to mind was fertility issues. Looks like fingers around the womb. I had fibroids and had to have a hysterectomy. Totally shot in the dark, but knowing what I know now, I could not be surprised. We all know Bill is reducing the population. Dang, you smart. Huh? Also, Coca-Cola, then it's mirrored, then they made small changes. Arabic text. This confirmed what I have been seeing. It linked to the great harlot and to the beast. Satan is really wicked. God of heaven will deliver his children. Amen. What am I even reading? This is like schizo posting.
This is InfoWars.
This is even further than the monsters conspiracy because that one kind of has some sense to it. I mean, the brand is called Monster, so if you're, I mean, I feel like they're not really trying to hide what they're going for there with the entire brand, but okay, this one's odd. Yeah,
when you have to start like inverting shit, and it's like when you take a $20 bill and you wrap it up a certain way and it makes basically the Twin Towers on fire, but you have to do this origami bullshit in order to get there. It's like, what?
I mean, I understand. Sometimes I have to do origami with my penis to make it look big. And then Boogie has to do origami with his folds so he can, have sex. So it is what it is, at the end of the day. What did the comments even say to this? Just 2 small changes. That's allowed. Yes, that's like when flat earthers, who's almost always religion, who's also almost always religion too. God, can anybody fucking write? You're gonna make me lose my goddamn mind. Learn to
You already are.
write. God damn, use AI at this point. You guys can't fucking write. I know it's Reddit and I'm asking way too damn much. Big Reddit, get on this shit. Go. NASA is Satan if you just add the T, which is why they count down the T during launch. God, that's an interesting conspiracy. They are really getting themselves in a corner. What happens when everything fun or pleasurable is deemed satanic? They won't have anything nice soon. It's a sad, sad, miserable life. My God. I discovered as a kid, if you mirror almost any image, you get demons or goblins or other pareidolia of faced or objects. This is so stupid. Yeah, it's like when they're like, if you take this dialogue and you reverse it, it's actually him talking in tongues, talking of the devil. I'm like, you could take my entire TISM Thursday and reverse it, and you'll probably lose a lot of brain cells, and I will not be responsible for doing such. Oh my God. If you reverse this one quote from Kami, he's speaking in tongues. I do speak in tongues, if you catch my drift. Ha ha! Just ask your mother.
And Big Vaginal.
Big Vaginal. Ask Big Vaginal. They'll tell you. I speak in tongues, baby. Speak in tongues. What the hell? Goddamn shit. It's Facebook, so what do I expect? God damn.
Not Facebook, Reddit.
Big cola, man. You have a lot of explaining to do, Big Cola.
They used to put actual cocaine in it back in the
Bring it back.
like 1800s.
I would drink Coca-Cola way more if they put cocaine in it.
A lot of people would.
Look, man, don't worry about it. All this, I think I can benefit from cocaine. You can quote that. I wonder if there's any other bullshit on this r/face insane people of Facebook. Nuking American cities is insane. Okay, Hassan.
That's where you went with that one. I like that.
A nuclear war would totally change society's demographic profile. The destruction of America's top 20 cities would suddenly turn America into being 80% white Protestant. Europe's demographics would revert back to 200 years ago. Yep, definitely. This was definitely Hassan's alt. Let's see what else. So you are so proud to live in Auschwitz, right? Libs of TikTok, inbox. Democrats want to kill us and they're open about it. Nazi lives don't matter. God, what is this? The Chicago Tattooing Company.
Wow.
I definitely ain't.
That gives us an idea.
If I went in a place and I saw this, I'm probably just walking out because it's like
yeah.
I don't know if I want to engage with a business that thinks that this is good decor. Like
Death is cool.
Yay! I love murdering people. Yeah, that totally people I want to be giving my money to. You just lost a customer. Not even from a political standpoint, because I don't really care if you don't like Charlie Kirk. It's just cringe, and I don't want to engage with it. You're weird and you're cringe. I don't like you because you're cringe, not because your political takes. Because you're cringe. Let's see if there's anything else that's funny on here. A lot of political stuff. Is that all of this? Yeah.
It probably is.
Teachers are rich people. Teachers are rich person people.
What?
It's people, okay, who indoctrinate children. Teachers are not underpaid. Remember when teachers hype you up about the pizza party to give you this? Now that I'm older and realize that they most likely paid for this out of pocket, this made me appreciate teachers more as they are criminally underpaid.
No, what he's not telling you is that this was back at a time when being a teacher and the cost of living was not so astronomically high that teachers could afford this kind of thing. It was a lot more lenient in the cost of living, so a teacher would potentially do this. But now with cost of living, teachers aren't gonna fucking be able to do this shit.
And the fact that this person says teachers are not underpaid, yes, they are.
They are now, yes.
Especially depending on the district. It does vary very wildly from district to district, school to school. Some districts are better paid than others. Obviously, the more affluent ones are probably going to be making more money. But regardless, teachers are very much underpaid for what their what's the word? Role in society is supposed to be. Like they should be technically one of the most important parts of society. Because they literally shape an entire kid's upbringing.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the likes of Henry Ford and others have lobbied into basically turning the education system into just creating drones. So it's the system will never be fixed.
Yay for the tax test and STAR test and every other state's standardized testing that they use. And I never even, as a kid, obviously, I didn't even know that teachers were probably paying for these damn pizza parties out of pocket. So, I mean, to be fair, I didn't really complain about getting some Little Caesars, especially back when it was $5 a pizza. I ate the shit out that pizza and them sugar cookies. But now the thing,
better than the food.
I'm looking at the prices of sugar cookies and pizzas and 2 liters now. I'm like, you know what? I salute you, teachers. Thank you for allowing me to. I think during one pizza party, I think I ate 14 slices of pizza. Cause I don't know why. I was like, I'm gonna eat as much pizza as possible. I wanted to die. That was way too much goddamn pizza. God damn. Man, when the teacher brought out those goddamn frosted sugar cookies with the sprinkles, oh my God, I nearly came. Almost like when I look at this image right here. Oh my God, I'm gonna come. Just put some sugar cookies on these titties right here. God damn. Big vaginal, please. Does she have big vaginal? Yeah. Remember though.
No, I'm not gay.
Yeah, I'm not gay. I like titties, bro. I like titties. So, yeah, I don't know what to conclude from that post, but yeah. Shit, Little Caesars is now $7 for the cheap ass pizza and $8 for the decent one. Where are you? I'm pretty sure there's $6 for the regular one, like $7 for the most bestest, which is just more cheese and pepperoni.
Someone probably just pulled the website up and looked at the menu.
No, I've ranted about this before. The only thing I'm mad about is it's never fucking hot and ready at my goddamn Little Caesars. That's the only thing I'm mad about. I want it to be fucking hot and ready. Which I know it's not technically the store's fault because they're probably understaffed, underpaid, definitely. But god damn it, man. When you say it's hot and ready, I should go in that goddamn store and there should be like 20 pizzas already sitting on the goddamn little shelf thing, ready for me to pick up. God. Not in the Waco area? Sucks to suck. That's what you get for living in northern Texas. I deliver from them all the time, almost daily. I mean, to be fair, these days I don't eat a lot of Little Caesars unless I just really want a cheap pizza. I'll usually splurge. You know, I'll treat myself to Domino's.
You have to. Domino's is good. They're pretty good.
I mean, their crust is good at least. God damn, that crust. And especially because I always get extra sauce. I want that goddamn shit extra saucy. I want extra pizza discharge.
Pizza discharge.
And a new owner bought the stores in the area and will no longer be providing Parmesan cheese and peppers. What?
What the?
No more Parmesan cheese and peppers? Goddamn, how greedy are they? No. Well, I'm gonna nickel and dime you on fucking Parmesan cheese.
That reminds me of a place I used to live. There was an apartment that I was in, and then the unit across, it was like down the road. Some new owners came in, bought the place up, and there was a pool. They filled the pool in with concrete so they wouldn't have to fucking deal with it. It's like,
the hell?
What is wrong with you? You had to pay extra money for that fucking concrete because it's a pool.
That's a lot of goddamn concrete.
Yeah.
Like,
but instead you could have just paid some pool guy like $10 an hour to.
Yeah, like how much does it cost to run a fucking pool? You put some goddamn chemicals in it to make the frogs gay every once in a while. You get fucking Pablo to come over there with his damn net when he's not banging your wife, and he's going to skim the pool of all the turds. I mean, Snickers bars. Wink, wink. You put some chemicals to make the water turn blue when you piss in it, and that's all you gotta do.
Oh, it's not it's not that it turns blue when you piss in it. It's that when you piss in it and you smell the chlorine, that's when you know that there's actual urine in there. Like we have the science now, apparently. Thanks, John Green, for burning that into my memory. That's what the chlorine smell actually is the piss.
Damn, that's okay. I open my mouth. I open my mouth wide. I live life on the edge. Will I ingest piss if I open my mouth? Find out next time on TISM Thursday. 69.420 TISM FM.
Yep.
That's literally what I'm gonna call the playlist. Scaly, get on it. Put all the funny meme songs into a playlist and call it like TISM Radio. I will literally make like if somebody can write me like funny like ads I can do. I will make this a thing.
You got to put the I Got Doxed song in there. That's a good one.
You open your mouth wide during golden showers. No. That's nines. Don't worry about it. That's a deep cut right there. That's a good inside joke right there. If you know, you know. Anyways, yeah, I think that's about it for everything I've got on the docket. We did our obligatory battlefield make Skytex want to kill himself section, so that's good. You stop talking about battlefield. No, I'm gonna keep doing it just to spite you guys. At this point,
I provided my my anti AAA get indie rant,
and I provided Big Vaginal.
You sure you don't want to rephrase that?
I provided Big Vaginal. And Big Anal.
You heard it here first.
Big sphincter. Big prostate?
Holes.
I don't know. Like, what do you want me to go with here? Big urethra?
Bigholes.com.
I swear, Big Vaginal. You need to get on that right now. We need Big Vaginal to be on the fucking website.
I learned something today. Well, I learned
gapinganal.com.
On Twitter, there was a account called Riker Googling, and it was literally just like someone who had like the avatar of Riker from TNG, and they just the things that they would tweet would look like Google searches, and he got rid of that one, or they got rid of that one, and they went to Blue Sky, and I was like, what the fuck? So I went over to Blue Sky just to see what he was posting, and one of the top ones was Horan Bajoran's 17 HD BitTorrent. I just stared at that one for a while and thought, right. Righty-o,
Right.
Riker. Horan Bajoran's.
Yes, I see what you're on here. Gaping Anal brings up a cam girl site. Of course it does. Of course it does. I'll be sure to ask what is it? Blue eyes, white pussy. I'll be sure to ask her about that.
Damn.
Warren Bajoran's DS9 fan, I take it.
Apparently that, yeah.
Yes.
I had to reread it because I was like, I saw Bajoran and my brain was like rearranged the words. Like, no, that's Bajoran's. Horan Bajorans. Yep.
It's DiGiorno's. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno's.
It actually is delivery. That marketing is a lie. Because when I worked in Safeway, we would have DiGiorno delivery trucks show up and deliver the fucking pizza. Goddamn lies.
I don't know if I ever understood DiGiorno's and Red Barons because they cost more than a Little Caesars. I mean, they're better than Little Caesars, but
a little bit.
I mean, I don't know about a little bit. I mean, they're way better than fucking Little Caesars. Little Caesars is bottom of the barrel, but I mean, you're paying bottom of the barrel prices. So what the fuck do you expect for what used to be a $5 pizza? I don't really expect that much.
And in this day, the inflation's got to get so bad that the price will stay the same, but they're going to start.
All right, calm down. We don't need more inflation. Pyrocynical might show up. more funny memes. Anyways, I think that's gonna about do it for TISM Thursday. It's about 2 a.m. in my time. So I know we got a little bit of a late start because I fucking overslept, but hey, I still came through. I came through for Big Vaginal. I persevered through all of it. So
You finished.
You can.
It's your big vaginal.
I'm about to finish. Let me pull up that image of that Pokemon. Oh, I'm looking at my tab. She makes me feel things. Anyways, yes, nut. I'm gonna nut. We have one little season here that is actually
harder, Daddy.
yes. I was gonna do that first. That is actually pretty good quality, or at least when I get one, they are. It's not even that like on a per store basis. Although some stores have done me dirty versus others. It's just the Little Caesars recipe, if you want to call it. Never enough sauce. The bread has no garlic on it.
Rip.
So it's just
Round table pizza.
yeah. I'm just gonna go eat a goddamn Tostino's party pizza or whatever. That's I'm good enough for me. If it's good enough to pee, it's good enough for me. I don't know what that means. Don't worry about that. I pulled that one out of my gaping anal, apparently.
Your whoring bajoran hole.
Yeah, my whoring bajornus, yes. Anyways, that's gonna do it for TISM Thursday. I'll probably be back this weekend with the obligatory Battlefield 6 streaming to continue on my cock and ball torture of weapon bullet deviation, but that's fine. Game's still good. Mostly.
Come on over to No Man's Sky, where I still gotta make my ships.
No Man's Sky is old news.
And
Old Man Sky.
Old Man Sky.
Yeah, that's old man Sky now. So, I'm gonna keep playing Battlefield 6. When are you gonna stream next, Karis? You haven't streamed in I swear it's been a while.
You must have missed the indie game stream that I did a few gays ago.
A few gays ago?
I must be tired. I am hoping to stream tomorrow evening.
Oh yeah, you did stream, but I was with. Now I remember. Yeah, I think I was with SkyTech, and I was like, "Oh look, Karis streamed." Oh,
exactly. Yeah, you fail. But no, I'm trying to play a bunch of spooky games still. I'm gonna do some Phasmophobia and whatever else. Throw some demos in there of new stuff that's come out. But yep, hoping to do that tomorrow. And I'm also moving still, so my location probably sometime next month you'll actually see me change location into my.
That's okay. You can stream behind the Denny's.
It's on the other side of town for me. Damn it.
We eventually need a Outback the Denny's stream. It has to happen at this point. We should make a new subreddit called Behind the Denny's, where it's really scuffed stories.
That would be an interesting experiment to do, to just make it, and then a handful of us throw in whatever stories we've got, and then just see what happens. Does it become like the Garfield one? Where it just turns into
No,
insanity?
I don't think any of us can at all replicate what the fuck we experienced with that Garfield fucking that Alzheimer's fucking subreddit. That is peak. That is big Reddit right there.
Yes, that's a whole ecosystem, a self-replicating ecosystem.
Just like the vagina.
I was gonna say those little terrariums. Those are completely enclosed terrariums, but yeah, yours probably makes a little more sense.
It does. I always make sense. I am the smartest one here. I have the biggest forehead, so that means I have the biggest brain.
You make sense. I make dollars. Damn it. There's my dad joke for the evening.
Well, you definitely make more dollars than me. That's for damn sure. Fucking just handing out goddamn sponsorships and money to people. Goddamn. If only.
That reminds me, I've been meaning to. I haven't done a giveaway in a while, and I want to do Steam card giveaways, and I need to get a couple of those. So thanks for reminding me.
I have my copy and paste ready. I gotta buy. What was it? Wait. I gotta buy Magic Pussy Chapter 3. You know.
Is that actually a fucking thing on Steam?
It is a thing.
Look this up.
It literally, here's the description.
Oh, shit!
Magic Pussy is back. Get ready for a long story with many choices. Animation quality never seen before. New characters. old friends, and lots of cum. And we mean it. Jump into an immersive visual novel filled with an enchanting atmosphere and passion. Wisterwood is ready to open its secrets to you and its legs. And if you scroll down, tits. Like literally you scroll down, woman jiggling her tits. Great animation quality. That's where all the goddamn budget went.
I thought that what the fuck is that company? The Australian tight asses. I thought this was supposed to be like fucking banned or some shit off here.
No, they allow. I don't know. Visa.
Like what?
They got Magic Pussy 3 on here. Hey, pull the cards from the platform. I can't believe that Steam would support this smut.
What it's on a new engine apparently.
Unreal Pussy 5.
No, it's Unity.
Oh.
It's Unity. Fucking hell.
Unreal
Damn.
Unity 5.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great.
You know, they actually had to do. Just think about this. Like, well, you can't see it because we can't show it. But with these sex games, they have to mocap, which means they have to like go to studios that specialize in this. And
Harris,
they have
you
to pay
know they're
actors.
not mocapping this. They're probably the animations are like downloaded. They're probably like on the Unity store. That or
Someone had to make them. Someone had to make these animations, whether they did their own mocapping, which in some cases you can actually do. You can get your own equipment, but someone.
okay, we're not all
Had to
Russian
mocap.
Badger over here with like a tens of thousands of dollars into his mocap suit for his funny gaming videos. Like no lie, he has like a multi-thousand, like I think tens of thousands of dollars on his mocap setup just so he can do his little source filmmaker stuff that he does for his videos.
Jeez. That's pretty well. Jump ship. Yes. You gotta buy jump shit.
Jump shit? Yes. Great review of the game. Jump ship, more like jump shit. Am I right, boys? 10 out of 10 though. 10 out of 10.
That's a pretty good one. You get a lot of attention with that one. 10 out of 10. It's jump shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a game. I'm just gonna make a parody game called Jump Shit, where it's just gonna be an asset flip, and you're gonna use a turd or something.
Hey, so what was it? Ducks of Tarkov sold like 1 million or more copies in a week. It's so fucking popular, and it's just an asset flip that's a parody of a game. So jump shit, you could probably make that a thing.
There's literally nothing happening here. Sucks to suck, Skytex. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here for tonight. So you guys all have a good one. I'll catch you guys, and Karis will catch you guys in our upcoming streams during the weekend. So you guys all have a good night. We'll catch you guys later. Good night, everybody. And
See ya.
remember,
No, I'm not gay.
Exactly.
bye-bye.